Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, FRE, $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And would you believe I forgot to put the mic in? Man, oh man, you guys can know I was last minute and everything because, oh man, whatever reason. But let me put this mic in. Let's get the mic right, and then we're going to get into this. Welcome back to Money Talk Mondays. I know. You guys are saying it's been so long since you did a Money Talk Mondays. We like this show. We've been doing it. But as you guys know, in Miami Beach, it's spring break. And I just got back from Cancun. I'm not for Cancun. Playa del Carmen and Tulum. So between the Playa del Carmen and Tulum, I've been editing so much, and oh my goodness, would you believe? Thought I forgot the piece. 7 people in the room. Let me shout everybody out. Soon as I get this together. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this together. Let me get it right. Get some time for people to come in because this is a pretty deep topic, everybody. We're going to be talking about the relationship between you and money. And as you guys seen in the thumbnail, Diamond from Players Club and oh, my fault. Not Diamond. Hold up. Come on. Don't freeze on me. Freeze back. Oh, we're back. Yes. There we go. Let me see. Ooh, it probably does it sound better now? Does it sound better now? Give me a 1 in the room if it sounds better. We got 12 people in the room already. We're just getting warmed up for this conversation. Get a little sip of the I don't want to say what this is yet. Just in case the advertiser want to come promote me. But let me get this right here. Cool. Ooh, wee. You guys can't see, but I have this amazingly beautiful woman who just dropped the top on the ground right next to me. And we're gonna get into relationship with money. Okay, we got enough people in the room. We're gonna start this out. Let me thanks there. Let me plug this in real quick, and then we're gonna shout everybody out and get to business. Biz naive. Plug this in. Okay, here we go. Shout out to Razor Rays in the building. I just see him hit 2,000. He 2,000 subscribers, y'all. Make sure y'all go check out Razor Ray's channel, man. He be having all the update information on Colombia. He travels a lot, and make sure y'all hit him up, man. Global Paper, Brazil and Die, Models and Bottles, Investments and Die. My content smashes in the verses. You already know what it is. Okay, thanks, Clean Frazier. Appreciate it, man. Amazon 21 stock split. Hold on. Interrupt the program to bring you a special announcement. When did Amazon do that stock split? Because I purchased Amazon. I didn't even look at my stocks today, man. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me look at my stocks on my Cash App. Okay, cool. Thanks, there. First time live. I appreciate it, Mr. Machista. Man, listen, we're gonna get into this money talk. What? Okay. My Amazon stock went up a little. I should have invested some more, but it's cool. All right, so let's get into this. All right. A lot of people talk about now. Let me start this way. I was lucky. I was blessed enough, lucky enough, whatever. It was faith enough that I was born into a family where my mother understood the psychological parts of the world. She understood emotions. She understood how people react to their emotions and how caring and stuff. And my grandfather, he was a businessman. But as you guys know, because my mother was in and out the mental institution, and my grandfather, he's older, so he was distant, I was able to develop a balance. And I didn't go too far on one side or the other side. But as I was talking to one of my friends today, I've been knew this, but I started to realize how some people define their happiness by the amount of money they have. It's like we was having a conversation. The conversation was based on this, and if you guys let me know what anybody comes in the room, I'll shout you out later. The conversation was based on this. It was now the meme really didn't have an issue. It wasn't really the focal point of it, but it was one guy who had a Mexican rapper who had like got rid of his hair and made his hair out of gold chains, right? And then it was Bill Gates, and it was like one guy makes 10 million and goes by gold chains in his hair, and the other guy makes 200 billion and he dresses like normal. And my whole thing was like, let's not knock the person who goes to get gold change in his hair, because that might be the life he wants to live. He's took his money and he was the master of his money, spending it how he wants to spend it, versus working your whole life under the dollar, trying to make money. Like, all intents and purposes, if my whole desire of life and I feel as though I only succeed if I make money, then I feel as though I'm a servant to the money. I don't really have control of it because I'm doing whatever it takes to get that money. But if I'm getting to enjoy my life and I don't feel like I got to go to work every day, I don't feel as though I got to earn millions and millions of dollars to be happy, well, then I'm the master of my money. And in my relationship with money, I'm a master. So, and I don't want people thinking that just because you have a job, it means that you're a servant, because it doesn't. What makes you the servant is what you're willing to do for the money and how high on the level you put the money for you guys. Let me see. Passport Purrs, we catch a Black Morpheus. Let's see. Last week it was okay. Last week, okay, yeah, I heard about that. First time here. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Chestnut, what's going on? Yo, we definitely outside, man. Make sure you guys check out the new content I dropped and stuff like that. Cool, but like, so back to the money versus relationships. I mean, your relationship with money. I feel as though we have been taught. Well, I don't feel as though this is still. Yes, I feel this is a fact from my perspective. From my perspective, we've been taught in school to be workers. You see, in the United States, the school system teaches people to be workers, and we discussed this before. But it kind of needs to, if it's going to be a superpower, if it's going to be a dominant world economy, right? Because of the fact that if you have a bunch of leaders and bosses, then you really can't grow that much. So it's the United States system of school is built for you to become a servant to the money. Capitalism, whatever we call it. But the issue is that if enough of us take the time and really look into it, we can probably break that chain. I feel as though I broke that chain. Like, yes, I didn't come from a silver spoon. I didn't, I had a struggle too. I had points where I was a servant to the money. A lot of points where I was a servant to the money. But it became a point where I decided I didn't want to be a servant to the money before. And I believe it was oh my God, what is his name? It was a while. Somebody, I'll say his name again. But he said, you can't really change your situation until you change how you think. And a lot of people, they say they go looking for all these different gurus and stuff to help them. But until you change how you think, because like I said, we've been schooled to believe that this is the way of life, then you can never change anything. And I think slowly by slowly, this pandemic, and I'm going to talk more about the pandemic too. This pandemic is allowing people to change. I feel as though we as millennials, people born between 1981 and 2005 or something, like 2002 or something like that. But us as millennials have had 2 once in a lifetime recessions or crashes. 2. And at the end of the recession, there are always people who come out on top who weren't there before. I don't feel as though we are going to get another one. I don't feel as though us as millennials, and I'm 37, I don't feel as though we're going to get another chance to make that jump from wherever we once was. And the pandemic is coming towards the end. So if you haven't really been focusing on educating yourself via online, and I say online because online can't be governed as easily as a school can be governed. A school in the United States can be governed very easily because if the teachers don't teach what they want you to teach, they can fire the teachers. But online, you have the availability to grab so many different ideas of increasing your wealth, of increasing your financial independence, of increasing your financial freedom, and you can become something better or something bigger than a servant to the money. And like I said, I really feel as though this is gonna be the last opportunity we have to do that. It's it's a lot of stuff. I still think if you haven't really changed, you can change today, but it's going to take a lot more than what it did if you in the beginning of the pandemic. For those that don't know, before this pandemic, and I'm going to speak from my experience. Before this pandemic, I was struggling with refinancing the crib. I was in debt, and once I refinanced the crib, I didn't just stop. I still kept learning, and then I ended up finding a way where I could take money out and buy a crib in Miami. And now I'm working towards a place in Mexico. So I'm speaking from, I'm not one of these people, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm not one of these people who are telling you or preaching to you and without living the life I preach. And I just wanted to make sure you guys, understood that, man. Let me see. We'll go another 10 minutes. Not put the link in the room. Let me see what else came in the room. Yeah. Travelmatic, what's going on? What's going on? Mostly Money TV. Andre and Andrea, what's up? What's up? Yeah, the likes is cool, but the whole thing with this is that I like to make these videos with Money Talk Mondays almost as much as I like the vlogs, as much as I like the Black Man's Guides, maybe even more because of the fact that I understand that because I'm not clickbaiting anybody for these videos, I'm going to get to people who really are trying to improve their financial situation. And I feel as though it's better. It's better. I don't like saying better. It's okay, I'll say it's better. It's better to focus on those who are listening and who are willing to do what they have to do to make that change than to try to reach out with everybody. That's why you don't ever hear me saying, I want to try to get to 50,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers or 1,000,000 subscribers, because to me, it's more important that I get my message to those who are trying to, become financially free. And I don't think a lot of people, when I look, like I watch YouTube, right? And I was watching, I don't want to shout out anybody's name, but I was watching some other content creators in Miami South Beach for spring break, right? And the way they spend their money, I feel as though, now I don't know if they have investments and anything like that, so this could be parts of me, but the way they spend their money, I feel as though like people are not planning for what happens when you're 60. People are not planning for what happens when you're 55 or 70. They're just not planning. And I feel as though that's a bad relationship with money. It's like relationship, meaning how I interact with something. I can have all this money and spend it now, and the relationship is dope. We're taking trips, we're buying jewelry, big cars. We might have one house that's not cash flowing, and we own the whole thing all out or something, and that's dope right now. But I really feel as though, and I hate to say it, it's mostly us Black people, it's people of poverty. We just don't get that there is a life after 50, and we just spend this money now. Like, let's say someone's coming from overseas, right? They come to this country and they have the mindset that they can achieve, and they're not doing this. Now, I understand we had our own situation we went through that's going to make it harder for us, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. I just want you guys to know that's on this path that it's possible, man. Rio Aviator, so what's going on, Rio the Aviator? What's good, Fresh? Just got back from Honolulu, and man, it was amazing. Nice. Really was an eye-opener for me. I was able to meet folks from different cultures. Yes, Honolulu has a lot of different cultures. Expensive though. Nothing beats travel, meeting folks, especially ladies from different countries and cultures. The whole thing is this, man. Right, so true. The whole thing is this, man. People, good morning, Raul. I don't know where you at, but it's nighttime over here. But good morning, bro. Good morning, world. It's like this. There's a solution to it, but not everybody's going to take the solution. And I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you you need to save every single penny. You need to not live your life, because I feel as though when you travel, you open your mind to how much you can do. Like I was just today, I was watching all these videos about moving to Mexico. This wasn't possible when I was like 2009. When I was in high school, when I graduated high school, there was no YouTube. Yeah, when I graduated high school, there was no YouTube. So this information, getting access to this information wasn't even possible. But I spent the whole day today and yesterday, watching YouTube videos about how you can live in Mexico and how much it costs from people that look like me and people that was not from the people who were not originally from the United States. And that was so awesome. Like it was this lady, and I want to say she's Asian, and she does like the home makeovers, but she has her own channel, and she breaks down a lot of stuff about moving to Mexico and shows different parts like Playa del Carmen and Puerto Vallarta and Mexico City, and this is all information that can help you have a better relationship with money, because once you understand the power of the US dollar right now, then you understand your options are limitless, man. Like a lot of things is this, like the poorest people, poorest bad for my apologies. The most poverty-stricken people in the United States make more money than a lot of other countries. I don't want to say what percentage, but a high percentage of other countries' middle class don't make what the poverty-stricken people in the United States do. But you got to be willing to open your mind to other options, man. You got to be able to open your mind. If you can't get a crib in the United States, and you know I always say you should get a crib in the United States first, but if you can't, think about getting a crib somewhere else. Somewhere where because here's the thing, once you know that you got a roof over your head for the rest of your life, you don't really stress over nothing else. Let me break something down for you. Even if you don't buy a crib, let me break something down for you. So I was watching the guys today, and guys said, in a decent part of Playa del Carmen, you can live off of 18, and we're gonna do some math here. You can live off of 18, like live, not survive, but live. You can live, and there's a difference between living and surviving. Is when you survive, you're barely making it. You're living check to check. That's what a lot of us is doing in the United States. But in Mexico, you can live off of $1,800, and this is a high price life. Or in Playa del Carmen, off of $1,800 a month, right? So check this out. $1,800 a month. Let me do the math. I got my calculator out. So if you guys want to look at my calculator. $1,800 a month, right? And this is the high end. Times 12 months is $2,100 a year, right? Times 10 years, right? Well, let's say you retire at 60. Let's say you want to retire at 65, which is retirement age, right? Times 10 years. $216,000 is all you would need to live a hell of a life from when you retire to when you pass away at 75. And we spoke about this before. $216,000. And if you bought a crib, even less. But in the United States, try triple that. Try quadruple that. You just gotta know your options, man. Let me see who else came in the room. Oh, shout out to the people in India, man. Listen, India is I know this is a little bit off topic, but India is a place that I've been thinking about traveling to. I got to do more research on it, but New Delhi might be a place that I do plan on traveling to. Very true. Hawaii is expensive. It is. And then the thing about Hawaii is I don't believe that unless you're Hawaiian, like a Hawaii native, I don't believe you can own land. I believe you can lease the land and own the property or something like that, but I don't think you can own land. JM says facts. You have to have a plan of life you want to live. Yes. Listen. The better relationship you have with money, the better your better your quality of life. There we go. The better your quality of life is going to be. The better your relationship with money, the better your quality of life is going to be. And here's the thing: like I said, I had my grandmother, my mother, and my grandfather, and they came from basically two different worlds of emotional and financial. And I was able to blend them together and build something what I speak to now. And you got to get to the understand. I had to get to the understanding. This is one of the hardest understanding that was hard for me to come across. A lot of my friends are not, a lot of your friends, a lot of your family members, a lot of the people you associate with are not going to be able to come to the same conclusion that you come to about finances. Because they, in the United States, we've been taught to be consumers. We've been taught to spend money on stuff that necessarily doesn't really hold its value as well. Yes, I have big TVs and stuff, but the whole thing is that I think, I don't know, like for example, when we got those stimulus checks, right? A lot of people went out and bought clothes. Not many people went out and did investments. And now that the stimulus checks are not coming, now that inflation is hitting, now that all this stuff is going on, we have a higher credit card debt as the United States whole than we did before. It just feels like nobody's ever learning. You know what I mean? But I hope that these messages are reaching some people, man. Young SC, what's up, man? Yo, Flyboy, love your content, brother, especially your last Playa del Carmen content. Where are you traveling to next? Okay, so we got 10 more minutes, and I'll answer any questions, but I'll answer this for now. I'm going to Costa Rica on May 16th. I think I announced that on the video tomorrow. I think the video that drops tomorrow, I might have said that. I might not have, but it might be the one on Friday. But I'm going to Playa del Carmen from March 16th. I'm from May 16th to May 22nd. And I believe it's me and DJ Chisel. And I believe, I don't know if you guys seen the video in Medellin with Tesla, but I believe Tesla said he's going to be there too. I think I am Marwan's there now. You are the director of your own movie. Yes, Keymaker, that you are the director, you are the leading star, but you can mess around, and if your relationship with money is that bad, you allow money to be the director. You allow money to move you. Just and what they say in the Players Club, oh, you got to make that money. Don't let that money make you. That's a real thing. That is a real thing. Because if you're willing to do whatever you do for money, then that money controls how you move. OG Bobby Johnson, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? OG, you move? Ain't you moving to Colombia soon, OG? I appreciate it, man. Listen, I'm just here like to give y'all an experience from me, a black man from Newark, New Jersey, born in poverty, made it out, doing well, thriving, just trying to inspire. That's my whole story. I don't want people to ever think that my way is the only way. I don't want people to think that my way is the best way or a better way or anything like that. I just want to show a different way. And I hope that maybe you can one day do the same for somebody else. There might be somebody in India right now who needs some inspiration, and they may not be able to relate to me the way you can relate to the content I do. So you may have to translate that content into something that they can relate to, and that can help them too. And maybe their relationship with money will get better. But can you support a family on $1,800 a month? This is the thing what I'm saying, JM. The United States has, man, it's not even, the United States has warped a lot of people's minds to including a lot of stuff when it says afford a family. The United States has warped people's minds to include a lot of stuff that is not really needed in the family. Because most places I've been don't even get $1,200 a month for a family of four. So in the United States, yes, you can live in New York or New Jersey and have to make at least $50,000, $60,000 a year, and you still in poverty. The poverty level in New Jersey is like $50,000 or $60,000 per family, or maybe $70,000 per family. But if you are willing to adjust your way of thinking, take that money and maybe move to Florida, move to Atlanta, move to Georgia, move to the middle of the United States so you can build your income, then you might have a better chance. But in Mexico, yes, fully, yes. How much do I spend on my videos? A lot, man. A lot, because it's not the videos I spend the money on. It's the it's the trips. And like my last trip to Medellin was 3,500. This trip to Playa del Carmen and Tulum, I haven't even ran up the numbers on it yet, but I think it was something like 2,500. I don't know. But the whole thing is that you have to have an abundance mindset. And I know a lot of people say this. You have to have an abundance mindset, but you also have to be prepared to have the necessity you need to pay back that mindset. Like for me, I mean, examples are better. I spend the money because I know the money's coming back. It may not come back fast. I might spend 3,500 on a trip to Medellin, but when I drop the Black Man's Guide, when I drop the vlogs, I know that money's going to come back over time. It might not come back in a year, but it's going to come back in 2 years or 3 years, and then after that, it's going to make more money. So I rarely think about what I'm going to spend on a trip. I mostly think about, and this is what I'm saying, because I control money. Money doesn't control me. So I rarely think about how much I spend and think more about what experiences can I have and what lessons can I learn from the experiences and what lessons that I learn from the experience can I share with other people so other people can learn. So like I said, each video, like I said, I go to Miami every other weekend. And outside of spring break, which is very expensive to fly, it costs me at least $250 round trip each time. Each time. So you figure there's 52 weeks in a year. Let me break it down for y'all guys. And this is just for my Miami. Let's say out of the 52 weeks in a year, let's cut that in half. That's 26. Let's say 26 weeks a year. And let's say not every 2 weeks. Let's say 20. Let's say 20 weeks a year, right? My fault. Let's say 20 weeks a year, I pay $250 to get back and forth to Miami. You're talking about $5,000 alone, just airfare flying back to do South Beach lifestyle. So I never really, I calculate the money, I do the numbers, but I don't focus on that, man. T-Meeting, what's up, man? LT, what's good? Any suggestions on business credit cards and new small business owners? I should have been. I have a friend who knows a lot more about it, but she can't say to me right now. But I should have been started a business under. I have a business. The Flyboy Way is a legal entity, a LLC in New Jersey. I have a trademark. The Black Man's Guide to World Travel is trademarked. However, I have not opened up business line of credit yet or a business account. And I should have done it. But the reason why I personally didn't do it is because it's easier for me to write everything under myself as a sole proprietorship, YouTube, and because then I can write a lot off of my taxes. YouTube, real estate, all of it falls under the same thing. Now, eventually, when I get older and I get other people to manage it, I will. But I don't know. Earn money. What's going on? How you living in the Sasua, man? Are you back in Florida right now? I mean, Santo Domingo. Or are you back in Florida right now? OG Bobby Johnson says, yes, this is totally true. You plan your future or plan to fail. That's a fact. That's the facts of life. Make the money. Don't let it make you or you will fail. Real talk. Yes, I'm moving to Cartagena at the end of May. Woo! You see what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. This guy has found a way to rent where he owns and then live where he rents overseas. That's cheaper. Now I know, see, a lot of people, and this is crazy because OG Bobby Johnson is about 60, I think he said 60 years old. Yeah. OG Bobby Johnson is about 60 years old, right? But majority of people in the 55 and up class don't even consider traveling as an option. They don't even consider traveling as an option. But this is exactly why you got to just focus on the people who understand. Because when you focus on the people who understand or overstand, you definitely be a better situation. It's going to be very hard to support a family on 1,800. Here's the thing: earn money in the United States. It's almost impossible. In the United States, it's almost impossible. I can't think of anywhere in the United States where you can support a family on $1,800 a month. But in Mexico, bro, the average Mexican family, I can Google this stuff. Hold up. How much money does the average Mexican family make per year in United States dollars?
According to CEIC,
okay.
Mexico annual household income per capita
so I was wrong.
is updated yearly, available from
it's about 3,290.
With an
No.
average value of $3,290.492 United States dollars.
Oh, and a low of 2,000. Okay, so yeah, you're right. At 1,800, it'd be kind of hard to support a family of four because it says the average is about, and this is the high end of the average, is 3,290. So I mean, it's a way, but for the 18 for yourself, because the guy was one person, or for maybe two people, 1,800 in different places in Mexico will work. But it's definitely it definitely wouldn't even break a nail in what you need to pay in the United States. I'm gonna put the link in the room for anybody that wants to come in. The only thing I say is that you guys have to have a video so I can see your face. And you have to be able to talk via the video if you want to join the chat and bring up some points. Now we're over 30 minutes, so you can ask me any questions about anything you want to ask me. Travel, experiences. Ask me any questions you guys want to ask me. But I'm going to or any question because I have a lot of messages I have to get to on in comments people ask for the last videos. I just haven't had time. I've been doing so much. But I'm gonna leave the link in the room now if you want to join. Just gotta have a video. Share. No, invite. Here we go. Copy the clipboard. Close that down. And I'll post this in the room and I'll keep going to your comments. But the most important thing I'm gonna say is this, like I said, you have to be the master of your destiny, man. You have to be the master of your destiny. You can't be the master of your destiny if money is controlling your every action. Like I said, and the crazy thing is, I know everybody's not gonna be able to control money. Like the guy I was talking to was my close friend. Knew him for over 10 years, and I'm like, dang. And I'm sitting here listening to him talk about how his life would be sucky if he ain't rich. He got to be rich because he want to live a abundant lifestyle. He got to be rich. And I'm like, yo, I basically said, listen, if you're not happy right now, and you can't be more than satisfied with where you're at in life right now, then it don't matter how much money you're gonna get. It's not gonna make you happy because there's wealthy people, there's rich people who kill themselves. There's rich people who are suffering hella pain, and it's just like, what I mean? I felt bad because at the same token, everybody has to live their own life, but it feels bad when it's somebody close to you who you knew for a long time, and it's like I never really understood. I never really thought that a person could, like somebody who was around me of all people. I'm always spitting positive information and stuff, but somebody who's around me could actually think this way, to think that money is what we need to focus on in life. But you never know what somebody's going through. Let me see. I live in Santo Domingo for 2 years now. I used to live in Atlanta. Okay. Mr. Macho says, I've binged watched your videos for a couple weeks. I'm a driver and make 3 to 4K a week. I want to travel, invest like you. I speak native Spanish. Can I buy you a coffee and have a convo? Thanks. I personally don't take money for advice or my opinion. But like if you hit me on Instagram, we can have a convo. We could definitely, Instagram has the voice model thing, and I don't use it all the time because sometimes I'm driving. But either I use that or I use the voice to text. So if you really want to have a convo, hit me up on Instagram. We can have a convo, man. Like with 3 to 4 weeks, if you don't have no kids, it depends on your Buck Travel, I'm gonna add you in a second. It depends on your credit liabilities. But bro, with 3 or 4K a week, you can get, if you got some like 20,000 stacked, you can do some things, man. But yeah, hit me on Instagram. Buck Travel, welcome Buck Travel to the room. Like I said, everyone that comes will have to have a video, but Buck Travel is a reoccurring guest here. So What's going on, Buck Travel? And his mic is out. And his mic is out. Let's see. Earn Money says, yes, you can support a family in Santo Domingo for $1,800. It's a lot of places, man. It's a lot of places. Like I said, we as United States citizens, we've been taught, we've been schooled, we've been miseducated to believe that we have to live this way of life that costs so much. Like even in other like religions and ethnicities, they don't really spend like we spend because they understand that you don't have to live this American lifestyle. Like you'll see somebody from India come over here, right? Like shout out to Minority Mindset. You'll see somebody from India. He said his family came over here and worked every day, sent him to school and stuff. But they instilled in him that you don't have to go out and buy this, spend all your money on the nicest cars and stuff. But United States, and like I said, it's not. It used to be just black people, but it's not anymore. It's white people, it's Latino people, it's people of poverty. It's the weirdest thing. The people who are the most poverty-stricken in the world, and I guess I understand it. I say we because I was like that too, but I wasn't as bad. We want people to think that we have money because we think that if people see us looking like we have money, they'll treat us differently. And that is the biggest fallacy in the world. You don't treat if you see somebody with gold chains and gold teeth, the average person may be like, wow. A person of poverty may be like, wow. But somebody with money is looking at you like, ah. So who are you really trying to impress? I understand it because I come from that culture. But that is a derogatory thing. That's the thing that's going to hurt you. And that's what I'm trying to put across to people, man. It's crazy. Thanks for this live. My friends and I went to Cartagena in the beginning of March off your video. Definitely looking to purchase down there. Yo, Stare, if you are looking to purchase, you need to, you should, not need to. You should link up with OG because OG is going down to Cartagena and he's going to purchase a place in Cartagena. Plus, he knows some people. You should also join, shout out to Aaron from Black Men Travels. You should also join the Black Men's Travels Facebook group because there's a lot of brothers in the Facebook group who own property in Cartagena. So that's the thing that technology is providing us that we never had before. We have access to getting in touch with people who can point you in the right direction because they've been there already. Not just somebody who's talking about it, but somebody who's actually done it or is still doing it. So I just gave you two different options. If you're definitely interested, man, listen. Thing right there. I still got the. If you guys want to join, hit it here. Like we'll go an hour on this, and then that'll be it. I'm with the covers. Muhammad Ali, what's up, man? What's good, Fresh? How much did you blow in Tulum? It looks expensive. Airbnb 500 for 2 days. Okay, let me break it down for you guys. So I don't know if it's because remember I was supposed to be going to Brazil for Carnival, but then when Brazil changed its rules and regulations to get over there, meaning you needed a jab and you need to take the test and stuff, I decided I'm not going to Brazil. And they moved Carnival to another time. I decided I wasn't going to Brazil. So it was the last minute that I booked the place in Tulum. So that could be a reason why it was higher. Because right now the same Airbnb is only $98 a night, but there's also a service fee. The service fee that Airbnb charges. So with the service fee, it ended up to being $460 or something like that. I don't recall. But right now it's not that price. How much did I blow in Tulum? If I give you a round figure, let's say the Airbnb altogether was $460. Let's round it to 5. 3 plus the size to 5 plus we 350. Man, we talking maybe like 2,000, man. Just in Tulum alone. We're not even talking about Playa del Carmen. Hold on a second. We're not even. You hear me? Let me know when you're home. And don't forget, don't leave them in your bag. Don't leave it in your bag. All right. We're not even talking about Playa del Carmen. I think I did. I blew more money in Tulum than I did in Playa del Carmen. I probably spent like 2,000 in Tulum, and Playa del Carmen, even with the twins, it was 350 plus 350 for the bottle. That's 7, maybe 3 or plus the thing was 150. That's 850 plus food. Let's say food was 200. That's 9, 10. So I was probably only spent like 1,200 in Playa del Carmen, and I spent like 2,000 in Tulum. I'm rounding up, of course, and spent like 2,000 in Tulum, man. Tulum is expensive. What's the weather like in Colombia during July and August? It depends what part of Colombia you are. I'm pretty sure it's warm all over Colombia in July and August, but it really depends what part of Colombia you're in. Most parts of Colombia are warm. If you go to Bogota, though, in the winter months, it's going to be cold. It's not going to be snow, freezing like Jersey and New York, but it's going to be cold. Definitely investments to die. Mike Donahue, but we'll be tuning in. Okay, appreciate it, man. What type of investments do you recommend for starters with low budgets? Okay, let me see. When you say low budget, I'm presuming, give me a number. Give me a number because I don't want to just presume, so you got to give me a number. I would say off the start, just the lowest you can, if you got $1,000 that you can invest, I would say put 500 in, like, if your company, first of all, if you work for a job or you have a career where they match your 401k up to whatever percentage, the first thing you want to do is you want to put that percentage in there. First and most important thing you want to do, so that amount gets matched. Actually, even before that, if you have any high interest credit card debt, that's the most important thing. Any high interest credit card debt, pay it all off because nothing makes sense. It doesn't make sense to invest anything if you don't have a high credit card debt. United Fitness, I'm gonna add you in right now. Now, like I said, I actually met United Fitness, so I'm gonna add him to the chat room in a second, but to the stream in a second because I've actually met him in person. But I would suggest once you pay off your credit card debt, the first thing is match your 401k. If you have a 401k and it matches, if it doesn't match, I'm not going to say 401k is the first idea, but if your company matches the 401k, put that in. Secondly, start watching stocks because stocks is the easiest thing you can invest in, man. It's the easiest thing, and don't invest in like stuff that might just blow up. Invest in stuff that's been around a long time. I'm not a guru. I'm not your financial advisor, but me personally, I invest in Home Depot because Home Depot been around for a long time. I invest in Amazon. I invest in Apple. I invest in Google. Stuff that for the foreseeable future, I can't ever see going away. All right. And before I go to the next one, let me add United Fitness to the room. What's up?
What it do?
Bro, man, listen. I don't know what it was, but I should not have took this long to return to Playa since that first time, man.
Oh man, people sleep on Playa, man. People, they go to Cancun and they go to Tulum and they skip over Playa, man. But good place to be at.
You still there?
Oh hell yeah, that's true. I ain't never leaving. I ain't never leaving. I went to Colombia for January for a month, but then I came back. I'm going to Orlando tomorrow for about 5 days. I'm coming back, and I don't know. After I was thinking, because I'm still working on getting my channel monetized, so I was like, let me stay in Playa because right now the videos are hitting. So I'm like, shit, the videos are hitting. I'm gonna stay. You know what I mean?
I've been watching your walkthroughs on Playa, man. I've been watching.
I'm averaging like 800 views in the videos. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because you keep. Here's the thing. First of all, a lot of people ask about Playa right now, and like because you're posting Playa, right?
Right.
I'm posting Plier, and there's like 5 or 6 other brothers posting Plier. It kind of like all circumvents the algorithm.
Right.
Whenever they watch mine, then yours pop up and theirs pop up. And yeah, man, like I see you growing, man.
I think I was like freaking. So wait, that's funny. I just hit 4,000 hours today. I had the 4,000 hours this morning.
Oh, you hit it,
dog. It took dog. Put it this way, man. It took me 3 months. Knowing what I know now, it would have took me through 2 months to get them 4,000 hours. I was like, this is easy. If I gotta do this,
the fact that you live there gives you so much access, bro. So much access, like, and then like I'm watching. See, normally I used to not like watching walking videos, right?
Right.
They would always put an amazing woman in the front of the video, and you would have to watch all the way to the end to see it, right?
Right.
But now I be watching because sometimes people be explaining what they're talking, like where they're going in the area and stuff.
Right.
And when I'm driving to work, I'll just be watching, or if I'm like sitting eating lunch, I'll be watching to get the memory. So when I go there, I know exactly what to do.
Right. And you know, it's funny, man. So I did not do my channels in United Fitness. So I was focused all on fitness. So I was, I talked to somebody that was like, man, why don't you try to do this? Just do this one Plier. Just try to do this shit one time. I said, man, I don't want to get into this, because I watch walking videos because before I go somewhere, this is the first thing I'm doing. I'm looking at walking videos.
Yep.
At least try to get an idea mentally, try to get there first. You know what I mean? So somebody told me, man, just go ahead and try it. I just walk on the Fifth Avenue and see what happens. Man, I ain't looked back since.
Yo, we got 40 people in this room right now. If you haven't subscribed to United Fitness, I'm gonna have you send me your link in my Instagram, and I'm gonna post it to this description box. Y'all make sure if y'all gotta back out right now to go add United Fitness and then come back, do that right there, man. Cause bro, he's a good brother, man.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Freaking So I'm in a conundrum. I'm not in a conundrum. You know what I mean? Kind of like I don't want to stop. Well, if it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I know eventually through how this algorithm thinks, and I've been catching on just looking through analytics. Mm-hmm. It's just through inertia. It's going to eventually. It's just going to roll if I just keep doing what I'm doing. So I don't want to. Right now, I'm hitting that Playa del Carmen algorithm hard as hell. Mm-hmm. However, because I'm here, so I can do these walking videos 3 or 4 times a day. I can do these videos.
But you really want to do the fitness thing?
No. Shit, I'm trying to get money. I'm trying to get paid.
Just real quick. This is what I tell everybody.
Well, let me get it back. Let me get it back. So I still do fitness. That's how I pay my bills. I mean, I still got personal training clients for the resistance bands. But when it comes to the online stuff, I was trying to go through to the fitness level. But to tell you the honest truth, it's not like I couldn't get through in that space, but that pace is so competitive that for me to even crack into that, that algorithm is going to take me years that I ain't trying to invest.
I tell people this: whatever you have to do to get to that first 1,004, do it. I mean, unless it's like against your moral principles. Right. Whatever I tell people, don't follow. Like what I'm doing is different because for me, my whole lifestyle is just entertaining and educational. So it was easy for me to do that. However, it has a bunch of women in it, so women is going to attract people. But whatever you need to do to get to that first 1,000 subscribers and 400 watch hours, so you can get monetized, I tell everybody to get there because if you don't, then you just sitting there put yourself up for no reason.
If you guys go, I've been doing well. I've been let's say consistently. I was on YouTube since like maybe 3 years ago, and I was doing the workout videos. Man, 20 views, 30 views, but I was doing consistently, and it got me to the point that I got to the habit of doing videos consistently, which that's what I needed to do. Because once you start doing this and you start seeing the algorithm start picking up, and it's the consistency that is just. Find those words. Like if you go to Bogota, Colombia, hit Bogota, Colombia all day long, 3 times a day, 4 times a day. Hit it as hard as you can. And like I said, and the 4,000 hours, like I said, those 4,000 hours.
That's actually hard. For the first
year is hard.
The first 4,000
is hard.
I ain't no cat, bro.
And I can tell you, for the first 2 years that I was on YouTube, I didn't hit 4,000 hours. In the first 2 years. I just hit the 4,000 hours now in 3 months because I finally caught on to, oh, okay, this travel shit is really popping. Certain places are really popping. Certain words are really popping. Once I caught on to that, now you have a decision. You could do these fitness videos and get 20 views, or you could do this. And again, I'm not doing no videos where I'm freaking doing nothing crazy. I'm just walking with my camera, so I ain't hurting nobody. Ain't nothing crazy.
Listen, you saying 2 years, bro. Listen, I've been on YouTube since 2009. I didn't get monetized to 2018. So we're talking 9 years. I wasn't monetized, but I had the content. It's just that I didn't understand at the time. For me, it's like I travel, like go to mad different other places. But the algorithm doesn't follow you when you switch places so much. Like every year, so the first year I'll be in Trinidad, but the next year I'll be in Dominican Republic. Then the next year I'll be in Brazil, and the next year. So the algorithm is like boom, boom, boom. But then it got to a point like when I got to Colombia, and I did Barranquilla Carnival. But by that time, I did like 10 videos. So it put me in that algorithm. As soon as it hit, I jumped to like 17,000 followers in the first year. And when that first year, or in 2019. So it was like from 600 subscribers to 17,000 subscribers. And then when I hit the Black Man's Guide, then it took off. So it was like.
And go back to what I just DM'd you the link. But it goes back to algorithm. Rhythm. In order for you to get a rhythm, you got to do something so many times. And just as again, from what I'm knowing from YouTube, once you get it, you got it. It's a very simple thing. Once you understand once you understand what people want to watch, and you have a competitive advantage of making those kind of content, you gonna get it. So
see, the only issue, like for me, because the only issue is that I feel as though for me. Mm-hmm. My message is more important than the numbers. Right. And the craziest thing is this though. Whereas though I'll have like 35, 38,000 subscribers. I like competition. It's fun. It's fun to look and stuff. So I'll start looking at other people who have like 200,000 subscribers, right? And then I go to their videos. And then I hit popular videos. And I'm killing them on the popular videos. Okay. And I don't be understanding sometimes. I'm like, yo, how does this guy have 200,000 subscribers? His highest video has 400,000 views. Right, like 3-4 videos. Right. It's crazy, but
it just catch on when it's just. I'm watching you. Like I said, I'm watching shit in real time because I'm like I said, you could definitely, like I said, you've been in longer than me. You've been doing this shit for damn near freaking 7-8 years, and then. All of a sudden, you just hit this pocket of 2 years. You're like, what the fuck?
Bruh, blow it. Like I said. And then see, you haven't gotten to the point yet. And I see it. I'll shout out to Zoom to Thailand. Because Zoom to Thailand got to that point fast. Right. But you haven't got to the point yet where you have to start realizing that YouTube be knocking certain content. Like I don't expect any of my what's this guy? He just shouted out. I don't expect any of my spring break Miami videos to get monetized. None of them. It's just not. Just as soon as I put spring break in the title, I don't expect any of them to get monetized. But you'll start getting to that point where like when you're walking and you start just happen to maybe like glance at a woman and she's looking fly, maybe got a skimpy outfit on, just 10 seconds of recording that and they'll throw your whole video away. But you'll get to that point. And you'll figure out how to adjust.
Yeah, So right now, like I said, since I'm not monetized, my focus was getting the 10. Like to tell you honest truth, I wasn't really worried about the subscribers. I'm like 4,000 hours. Focus on that. Forget the subscribers. And that's another thing I started to notice. I stopped subscribing to channels a long time ago because I watch them so often. They always pop up on my top. Yeah. And I'm like, what is about subscribing? So I was like, you know what, man? This subscriber shit is important at the beginning, but I'm not gonna focus on that. Get these hours. So it's crazy out here. And I see somebody out there. Somebody said something about $1,800 for Colombia, man. That's a lot. $1,800. You know how much I pay here in Mexico? If I tell y'all gonna cry.
Like $750.
700.
No. I know.
That's rent. That's rent. My light bill, my internet.
Wait. Not just rent?
My rent is $500. Look, my rent is $400. My rent is $400.
You got 1 bedroom?
2 bedroom.
You got in Playa?
Yeah, but I don't live on the beach. I live in the back.
Oh, you're on the other side of the highway.
Yeah, on the other side of the highway.
Okay.
I gotta take. If I could take. I ride my bike over there.
I'm looking like, wait, what?
Yeah, I ride my bike over there. Not on the beach.
Bro, I literally the last 2 days been looking at nothing but these videos of the different people living in Playa and how much they pay in the different areas and stuff.
But
everybody's saying they're moving. They have like gated communities and stuff that's on.
Yeah, once you cross that highway, you know, back in the States, you know, the highways, that dividing line from the hood. Right. That once you cross that line, that's where the real Playa begins. That's where all the locals live. That's where everybody lives.
So, all right. So this is dope information. Now I can ask. I've been looking for. What is the standard price? Like I've seen this. We was like when
I'm getting gringo price. I'm getting gringo price.
But what, like, have you ever lived on the other side of the
Yes, I've lived on both sides of the track. I used to live on the beach. I used to live on 40 and 20th. That's what. Remember when we met you? Where I met you at 40th and 20th. I used to live there.
Well, I didn't know at the time. I didn't know how close that was to the beach per se.
Yeah, that's walking distance. 40 and 20. 40 and 20th. That's walking distance to the beach.
So how much was that right there?
This one was $700. That was $780, and that was 1 bedroom. It was kind of like a studio type. It was kind of like a studio type looking deal. You know what I mean? So
basically, because I'm thinking like the way I just came from was it looked like it was on. It might have been on First. I don't know. I was at.
You was on First. You was right there. You was right there by the action. You was freaking.
Yeah, I went. That same street that La Vaquita, right before you get to La Vaquita.
Yes.
Whatever street that was right there.
Yes.
That's First.
But the club, the La Vaquita, the club.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's First Avenue. Yeah.
It's First Avenue.
First Ave.
Because I stayed at Soul Suites, and if I ever go back, I want to stay in that same exact area. How much would that be for rent? Would that be like over $1,000?
I never looked into that. I never looked into that. I could imagine. I mean, this is what I tell people when you go rent. Listen, man, I've lived in a lot of places. Colombia, DR, Mexico. This is what you do. You get to the country, always have cash in hand. Cash gonna talk all the time. You rent an Airbnb for 2 days. For them 2 days you got in town, and you see they're gonna be rent signs all over the place. This is gonna be just walk rent signs.
I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, most of them are gonna be furnished. You walk inside there, and you tell her the price. Hey, this is what's the rent here? Whatever the rent she's gonna tell you, you knock off $200, and then y'all meet in the middle, and you give them money cash. There is no question. You're gonna get the apartment every time, no questions asked.
So you said all together it was like $750, right?
$750. My apartment is $400. The internet is $40. My phone is $40. The gas, depending how often I fill it up, is.
You talking about with the phone too?
Yeah, my phone. Yeah.
Yo, hey, fellas, ladies, if you're watching this live stream, and I'm probably going to make this a clip for my Instagram or something. This guy said he's paying $9,000 a year for a 2-bedroom in a place where you can everywhere. I'm talking about $9,000 a year for a 2-bedroom, electricity paid, phone bill paid. Are you kidding me? This is what I'm talking about. You have to have a master relationship with money. Your relationship with money has to be master and not a servant. This guy, United Fitness, has mastered his relationship with money.
No, that's $4,800 a year.
Wait, am I doing that wrong?
I was like, damn, 9,000 over there. That sounds like a little bit.
750 times 12.
Oh well, I was looking at the rent. My bad. I was only looking at the rent.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about everything. Yeah. $9,000 a year for everything.
Yeah. I'm pretty do pretty good in my budget. Like on average a month I spend just food and everything. Mm-hmm. If I go over $1,100, I spend too much. I don't spend a lot of money. And
Earn money says the same. You've been in DR before. Is it similar in DR?
yeah, similar in DR. Similar in DR. You go to DR, and even in people in Santo Domingo, you could get places in Santo Domingo for 500, 400, right in Santo Domingo. But again, you're gonna get gringo price. And most of you guys, listen, man, come with cash. Forget all that. I've been living here going on 2 years now. I ain't never signed no lease. Man, I just give this lady cash. That's it. We don't have no problem.
So do you do the leave for a week and come back, or do you do the temporary residency?
Okay, good question. So I just applied for my residency.
Okay.
So right now I'm doing a visa every 6 months. So that's why I'm leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm leaving, going to Orlando, leaving there for 5 days, go check out my buddy and coming back. So
how long do you have to leave to do it like that?
You could just leave friggin'. I've done it. That I left that afternoon, that morning, that came back that same day in the evening.
What?
Listen,
you ain't getting this stuff. Listen. You guys, make sure y'all subscribe to the United Fitness channel and make sure y'all hit them up on Instagram, because you're not getting this information easily on Google. Yeah. You're not gonna be able to Google this as easily. You're not gonna be able to find this on YouTube as easily. Just type it in. But this guy's telling you exactly how you can go live for $9,000.
Yeah.
Think about this. The average person. Wait. Let me. I like Googling stuff. Hold up.
Look.
What is the average salary in the United States?
Like 55,000, I think.
51,000, right? 51,000. After taxes, let's say what's that? 30, 37, 38. Oh, I don't know where United went. But all right, when he comes back, he's gonna keep going. But the average salary is 51,000, right? Here you go. Okay. I'm at him again. So you're talking after taxes, let's say 35,000, right? Let's say you grind hard for 5 years. 5 years, right? 35,000 for 5 years. Let's say you gotta live, you gotta eat. Mm-hmm. Let's say you're able to save what 20,000. Let's say you spend 15, you're able to you get a roommate, you're able to save 20,000, right? 20,000 for 5 years, you're talking about $100,000, right? Mm-hmm. How many years can you live in Mexico? They say, inflation, all that stuff is gonna go up a little bit more, but let's just do some basic math. Let's do
and that guy said, I know people are paying rent for 7,000 pesos. The lady below me, she pays that because she's Mexican and I'm not.
7,000 pesos?
Yeah, I pay 8,000 pesos. The lady downstairs, she pays 7,000 pesos. I got the gringo price.
That's crazy, and that still ain't bad. So check this out.
Yeah.
So if you work for 5 years, making the standard amount in the United States of $50,000 a year, full time, work for 5 years. You was able to save. You after taxes 35. You was able to save 20 because you spent 15. You live with your family, or you got a roommate. You would then make $100,000 in 5 years, right? And then we're not talking about the fact that you could buy a crib and do it cheaper that way. But if you took that 100,000, right, and divided by what he's paying $9,000 a month for all his $9,000 a year for all his stuff, you would be able to live for 11 years off of working for 5 years in the United States. And let's say you took 1 year off and you say for working 5 years in the United States, you would be able to live 10 years, which means that if you wanted to retire at 50 years old, you would only have to work for 15 years. It's crazy, man.
And everything, like I said, everything that I said goes for Panama. If you know where to look in Panama, you can get in Panama as well. Panama, Colombia. I've never been to Brazil. DR, that definitely works over there, and it works in Thailand. The same prices. You could translate these same prices to those same places, because in none of those places I never paid anything altogether monthly living expenses no more than $1,100. No more.
Now, as far as the convenience of being able to leave and come back and the visa start over again, is that the same in other places you've been? Like, I know Colombia, no.
Colombia is 90 days. You got 90 days once you get your visa. Same thing, in and out.
In Colombia, you only could be in there for a maximum 180 days, though.
90 days.
Well, you get extension.
Usually I go with the 90 days that they give me. All I know is 90 days.
No, I think Colombia, again, you can get an extension to go 180 days, but I'm saying in Mexico,
yeah.
is the same.
Mexico is 160. Well, they're going to ask you at the airport. It's very important that you tell them because most people at the airport, they're only going to tell them 10 days because they're only here for vacation. So you better leave when the visa, because I had an issue where I overstayed my visa. I had that issue too.
Right.
And I thought the lady was going to lock me up in the airport, but she didn't. But you have to pay a fine, and basically, I ain't trying to get in trouble with no Mexican law, man. So I'll make sure that my visa doesn't expire again. But
right. When I'm asking, from all the places you've been, have any other places been like Mexico where you could just leave for the day and come back and it starts over again?
Yeah, because you get your visa on arrival. So as long as visa on arrival, everybody got a new visa.
But like Dominican Republic, do they have that? Because I don't really know.
I never did it in Dominican Republic. I didn't stay along for me to do a visa jump from there.
I think Costa Rica might be something like that too.
Yeah, like I said, if the country, I'm just speaking for the ones that I've done. I've done it for Mexico. As long as there's a visa on arrival, like you've been to Mexico, they give you that green card every time that you get here.
You carry it around all the time. Yeah.
Same thing when you go to other countries. Instead of they give you the green card, is electronic. Every time you go in, it's electronic, wherever the country is. So as long as you come in and come out, the visa resets. So
a lot of people ask, and every time I see it on I watch this. It's crazy that you came up because I actually been watching these videos so much today. Is there is there a large expat community in Playa where you live or in the area? And the other one, is there a large black expat community?
Well, there ain't no black people where I live. I'm the only Negro in town. And I know they know I'm the only Negro in town. So I keep a low, cool, calm, and collected, but everything Gucci back here. I can't really complain. Is there a big expat community? I don't want to say it's an expats, but believe it or not, there's a lot of Russians here, a lot of Ukrainians, a lot of people from Europe. There's a lot of Europeans. So it's an expat community of more of Europeans. Right. They are going towards but they're usually going to be at the hostels. They're not going to be here. The other people who are renting, like when I go to the gym, there are a couple of retirees who they're down here. There's a couple of those retirees.
Yeah, one thing I noticed when I was down there is there's a lot of people from Canada. There's a lot of people from Canada down there.
Again, the people from the States, they mainly come for the Cancun, the Playa, the Tulum, and the leave. And then those other people come for that too, man. But a lot of Europeans, especially the Aussies, they go like for a year. Yeah. They have that year, the way they go those trips before they go to school. They do that in Europe. I forgot what it's called.
I didn't know that.
Break year, or I don't know what it's called. But right before they graduate or they go to college, they take a year off. And that's where they go travel around here and stay here for a while.
Hey, Muhammad Ali, what United said earlier is what you want to do is you want to go for like 2 days and then try to look around in the area. And even if you only go for maybe a week, you probably can talk to the Airbnb host, and the Airbnb host would get a lower price when if it's off Airbnb.
Good. So I got a lot of lessons from that. So here's the thing. So there's the thing. Never Airbnb. Never book for 30 days. Because why? You're going to always run the risk of when you show up to the place, you don't like it, and you're stuck. That has happened to me. That happened to me in Merida. That happened to me in Merida, Mexico, 5 hours from here. I rented a place on Airbnb for 30 days. And because you're going to get the best rate of 30 days.
Without seeing, but you see it.
Well, the pictures. But you know, like the fat chick, she know how to take pictures from good angles. So they hit me with the okie doke. They hit me with the dope. So I got there. I was like, wait, this is the place. I know this is the place, but this ain't the place.
God damn. And how much was it though?
That place was $320. $320.
Oh, for the month?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. And again, I wasn't in the center of Merida, but I was like, man, I ain't never. That's what I learned. Never book a place for 30 days.
That was another place. There was 2 other places I was hearing about. I never heard of these places before. I've heard of Puerto Vallarta before. I've heard of Playa del Carmen. I heard of Tulum, but I think Merida was one place, and some other place they was talking about.
But I know Merida is well on a car is about 2 hours. On a bus,
is it central Mexico?
That's it. No, that's like in the Merida is in the Yucatan Peninsula, which this is where Playa and everything is at.
Right.
Is in it's going towards the northern south, northern eastern side of the country. So it's still on this side. It's like 2 hours from here. That place is different. I've been all over Mexico. I've been to Mexico City. I lived in Mexico City. I lived in Merida. I lived in Puerto Vallarta, and I lived in Playa now.
See, speaking of which, it's another brother in here that just came in that's in Playa. Shout out to Where's Chuck, man. I think he said he was staying in Playa for like 4 months or something like that.
Okay.
And he's
staying by the beach or he's staying on the other side of the highway?
I think he's by the beach because when I met him, he was at Rockers. Shout out to the guy from Rockers.
Chuck, I'm in Playa.
Yeah.
But but the best thing, like I said, if you're gonna stay for more than 30 days, and again, it's not so much in Playa. As long as you stay on the other side of the tracks, you not have to worry about this. But if you stay on the other side of the highway, as you said, if you plan on taking anybody to your room, if that's your thing, it's not gonna happen on that side. You gotta have to come to the other side. It's just not.
What do you mean?
Most of those places you can't bring nobody. Just whoever's on the itinerary, that's who's gonna come in. That's it.
Wait, what do you mean? If you rent the place for the month?
Yeah, Airbnb or anything, they're not gonna let you do it. Not on that side.
Gee, listen, shout out to Soul Sweets, bro. I don't know if you heard the story about the twins, but
that was in Playa.
That was in Playa, bro.
Again, I don't push the envelopes from what. Listen, I don't get involved in that. From what I heard, they're really strict on that. So that's what I'm telling you. I don't
like I guess I'm really. The guards is cool as hell and shit.
Oh, okay? Because when I was in Colombia, Colombia. I had no plans of bringing nobody to my room, but these people were so militant. They were standing at the door. That was I mean, like, oh man, can y'all stop this? That was really bad about that.
And a lot of people. It's a lot of people hitting me up on Instagram, and I try to point them to Razor Rays, or I point them to Barber World TV because they know the guest friendly places in Cartagena. But Cartagena, like, you're about to shut that shit down completely, bro.
Yeah, but, when I was down there, I was thinking about going because the algorithm is hot for Cartagena too. Mm-hmm. But certain things I just don't want to get them. I just don't want to cross. Even when I was in Bogota, people told me to go to Santa Fe, and when I looked at that place, I'm like, I ain't trying to be out here with no camera and ain't trying to be.
I gotta shout because the people who I've seen do it and then it just take off. First was Marwa. I am Marwa.
All right, Marwa. Oh yeah.
And then Rami Travels.
Okay.
And then I started seeing this thing called Walk. It came 4K Walk. It's just 4K Walk, and they just blew up at the same time.
Yeah.
So I know it's an algorithm for that somewhere, and I don't understand what people do exactly to hit the algorithm.
Do you want me to tell you?
I'm listening.
Okay, well, I'm not going to worry because most people, you're going to do it. There's a tool. It's called IQ Vids.
I heard about that.
You need to pay for it. Trust me, you need to pay for it. You need to pay for it right now.
But don't you got to give them your password and stuff, though?
Oh, you what?
Don't you got to give them your password and stuff?
No. It's just a plugin that goes on Google Chrome.
Really?
Right now, brother, without that tool, you're in the blind. Once I got that tool, that's how I was able to manage to get those 4,000 hours in 3 months.
I've seen it, but I never did.
Brother, I could see a lot of stuff from your channel. I'm telling you, you're flying blind without it. You will not succeed without it. It's just impossible. I don't see how people do it. Once I got that, I was like, well, you motherfuckers.
You have everything to hit.
So this is how y'all do it. Okay. And that's why, dude, I'm telling you right now, you need to get that. There is no way around that. Mm-hmm. The information that gives you is once like I said, that was my savior right there. And I got that from another YouTuber. And that was game over once I got that.
I was seeing it for a long time, but I didn't understand. Like, I know this. It
tells you exactly
what to post, what videos
you need to be making. It tells you exactly what video. It tells you how, where. Let me go back. Let me summarize.
It tells you what
It
tag.
tells you if you make these videos, there's a high probability that they're gonna blow up.
That's crazy.
And trust me when I tell you, they're pretty correct.
That is crazy, man. Yo, I mean, I heard about it. I seen the whole thing for me though. Like my video is just my story, right?
Yeah, look what Chuck says. Look. But even if look what Chuck says. I got it. Absolutely, he's absolutely correct.
I see it too.
Even if it is your story, is your story. I watch your videos. It's not. But if you don't know how to word it, if you don't know how to word it, the algorithm ain't gonna really fully pick it up.
That's what I think I'm gonna look for, because the wording that I'll be doing sometimes. But Muhammad Ali says, how long does it take you in an Uber to get to Fifth Avenue? I don't think Uber works in
that's another thing. You gonna get beat in your head with them cabs. This is just they're piranhas, man. I always get in arguments with them, man. They're piranhas.
Well, I can't even say it because I stayed close in Playa, so I didn't need a cab.
He was walking distance.
But Tulum, bruh, outrageous, bruh. Outrageous. Yeah. The cases, I was watching all these videos, they're like, the cab's usually 50 pesos.
No, listen. I came from the last time I came from Orlando. I got here at midnight, which never come in at midnight because then you gonna really get the bad prices. Dang. Man, they charged me $100 from the airport to Playa del Carmen. Why is that bad? Because my ticket from Orlando to Playa del Carmen was only $82.
Probably because it was at night, right?
No, because the bus not running.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They get you. They get you.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, that's the best thing about technology, man. Brothers didn't even living right next to each other. They didn't know they both implying.
He makes content too?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I met him at Rock.
I think I've seen Chuck. I'm looking at that cover picture because I mean, when you see black people down here, you remember them. You know what I mean? You remember them. You know what I mean? If you see him twice, you be like, okay, he live here.
Explain the vids. We flying. Listen, man, I'm gonna do it for a month and see what it's like. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do it for a month and see what it's like because I got another Black Man's Guide to Playa coming out, footnotes coming out probably next month. And right now I'm spring breaking it right now because everything's spring break. So I can find the right words for spring break.
Let me answer. Can I answer this question real fast?
Yeah, sure.
So what I mean by flying blind, when you record your video, what is telling you to record the video? What is it just because it popped up in your head, or there's some information that's telling you I need to why did you record it? Like for me, before I record a video, I research it. I'm like, would this video work? And if I don't get a good answer, I don't record. Mm-hmm. Same thing with this is the problem with and you could agree with me because even though you may not know the tools, you know the struggle with a YouTuber. Right. Like I said, we all start off making a certain amount of content, usually the things that we like or the things that would interest us. And you may get some views. Most likely you're not going to get that many views. And then one day you notice you make one video that's out of that realm, and you're going to notice, well, okay, let me get understand it. Like, okay, so why did that happen? There's a reason why it happens. There are certain terms, like for instance, let me explain it. Like in the fitness world, for me to say I'm making push-up videos, do you know how many push-up videos there's in YouTube? Billions upon billions. Do you know how many people are making it? People are searching it. So it's not like people are not searching it. People are searching for that content. Right. But there's so many people making it that I don't have a competitive advantage. I shouldn't get into that field because the competition is already dominated me. You know what I mean? I'm already dominated before I even start. Right. However, there are certain things that, like for instance, let me use Playa del Carmen for a second. Playa del Carmen is a term that is being searched by a lot of people, but not enough people are making the content. I have a competitive advantage now because people want to see it and not enough people are making it. That's where I come in. If I go into somewhere people are making all the videos, people are they're going to see it, but it's probably going to take about 10 years before I get into that field. So even like in Tulum, even Cancun, there's a lot of people want to see Cancun videos, but there's not a lot of people making the content. So therefore I should focus on this because I clearly have an advantage. That's how I record a video.
Okay.
The information tell me, is this good or no? If it's telling me, and I'm saying that if you're going to get millions of views all the time, what I am saying that the more likely than not, you're going to get the most views here because there's not enough competition here.
So especially when you can post every day or twice.
Right. Well, again, once, like I said, like going back to what I said, knowing what I know now, I would have got those 4,000 hours in 2 months because I would have just doubled up in what I was doing.
Right.
Like I said, you know what? Like you already know this. Once you hit Playa del Carmen or Cancun nightlife, ooh, it goes. You get what I'm saying? Ooh, that's gonna go up. You know what I mean? So once I started to figure that out, okay, now I need to double up on Playa del Carmen videos at night. So,
yeah. So do you have like a certain time that you post a video every day?
That tool that I just gave you, it tells you when all the people who are going to watch are more likely you're going to be on.
Wow, bro. I'm gonna try for a month. Like I said, I'm not against trying stuff like I try for a month to see how.
Once you got it the first time, you're not gonna go back. You're not gonna go back.
You say you had an upgraded version?
Yeah, I paid $500 for mine. I paid $500.
Wait, what?
I paid $500 up front for mine. I was serious. Listen, I'm serious about this shit.
Look,
again, I paid $500. I got 4,000 hours in 3 months. I think I got my money. I think I got my return on investment.
Right. $4,000 in 3 months is crazy.
Right.
For somebody starting, like once you get there,
you will make way more than me because you already have a bigger subscriber base than me.
Well, the subscriber base ain't really what gives me the views. Honestly, bro, the Black Man's Guide is taking me $600. Is making me $500 a month.
Hold on, let me look up that term, Black Man Guide. I'm gonna tell you exactly what this web said. What is it?
The Black Man's Guide.
The Black Man, is it one Black Man's Guide?
2 words. Black Man.
Black Man Guide. All right, let's see what the system says. You're making good videos. It says that there's a demand for it and the competition is low. That's why you're making it. That's why people are watching the videos, because people don't want to watch it and there's a low competition.
Okay.
It told me that right there 5 seconds after I looked at it.
That was just something I figured out in my head. I was like, I don't see nobody.
This is how crazy it is. Let me show you this. You want to hear this?
I'm listening.
It's telling me 7,014 people are searching for that exact term every month.
7,014?
7,014 people are searching for that term. Well, they're searching for that term every month.
That's crazy. So you'll get some hits every month. That's crazy.
And it also showed that not enough people are making the content. If I look at it, it's telling me probably you're going to show up as the main creator. Let me see. Who's the main creator for this term? Because it tells me, once I click on it, it tells me who's the person who's holding that term. Mm-hmm. Black Man's Guide to a Woman, or Black Man's Guide on this. Okay,
Understanding Women.
Yeah, understand.
I've seen that when it's late though.
Okay. Also, you see, so everything it's popping up. Yeah, but it shows that you were one of the people who has dominated the flyboy. Yeah, it shows you're one of the people who's dominating that term. You and Sharazad Ali.
Yeah, that's the Black Man's Guide to Understanding Women.
Yeah. It shows me who's dominated those terms. So therefore, you make.
Randy Banks wants to know what's the software called again.
Oh, vidIQ.
vidIQ, yeah.
What basically you should have. What
I've seen it so many times. I was like, nah.
What I recommend to you is don't make no other videos besides the Black Man's Guide video.
See, that's the thing though. Like, because at the point now with my channel is that I don't really need it unless I'm going to start a new channel, which I do have a new channel that I want to start for reactions. But which I might do that for that. Huh? No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I got a separate channel for that, but I haven't really done nothing with that yet because I'm still doing. But yeah, this right here, it's going to help. I think vidIQ is going to help me with the tagging of the thing.
Let me see, because I got you as one of my competitors. Let me see.
Yeah,
I do it.
Apply it.
Like I said, in the last 30 days, you have gotten 140,718 views in the last 30 days.
Yeah, 140-something thousand. Yeah.
I can see all your analytics. I can see everything. Check and effect, boy. He killing the game, boy.
Oh,
killing the game, boy.
Now I think Ace right now, between Ace and I seen the VidIQ thing because when I seen Ace do a video on Black Mexicans, right? And then Marwan did a video on Black Mexicans like a month later, and both of the videos is like top videos. And I was like, oh snap! I didn't know that was a search term. People actually search a year.
Check got 3.7 million in the past 30 days. 3.7. In the last 30 days, he killing. And I've been watching him I've been tracking his channel for a while. He hit when he started going like to Lima. That's when you saw that shit. Boom. And then once you hit that 50,000, I was like, boom. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. That's a hell of 3 million in 30 days.
In the past 30 days, Ace did 1.8 and Marwa did 1.5. I have a couple of guys on my competition.
Huh?
I look at this competition. I just I look at the numbers and I look at what videos are working, because if it's working for you, it's probably gonna work for me. So I mean, listen. Once you understand YouTube, and I'm telling you, I was dragging my knuckles for a lot of time. Once I got this game, I was like, yeah.
No, team meeting. What I mean when I say Cartagena is getting shut down, it's not that they ever gonna get. I don't think Cartagena is ever gonna get shut down, but I feel as though they're gonna make it a lot harder for you to be able to get pros. Right now it's making
it hard. I think so. I mean, I don't get involved in those things. I don't get involved in those things.
It's hard now, but it may not get as difficult as like Cartagena is probably the most difficult place. I can't think. I've been a lot of places, and I can't think of maybe Costa Rica. Costa Rica is probably one of the only other places that's almost as difficult.
Really?
Yeah,
that's because in the corner, in Costa Rica. Well, then, again, I don't get involved with stuff.
You can get pros, but a lot of places not Airbnbs, not.
Right. Okay. Then again, I have because I've been living like in places for months, so I don't. That's why I don't. People don't check. And again, I don't bring people to my room, but even the people that I do bring, they don't say anything, because I'm like, I'm paying rent. I ain't paying no air.
Yeah. So it's different. It's different. But that's what I meant by Cartagena shutting down stuff. It's tough. Like I don't think they're trying to change anything. I just think that at one point with the whole Secret Service thing that happened in Cartagena, they put a spotlight on Cartagena that made stuff go real wild. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think Medellin is going to start doing some stuff next, because of the fact that a lot of tourists are getting, not a lot of tourists, but more tourists than normal are getting.
I mean, I'm sure. Have y'all been to Mexico? Well, again, like since I've been traveling and people, I'm not even gonna front, because I was sleeping on Mexico for a while. Because Mexico right here, you're like, that's Texas. That's Texas.
Yeah, you're like so close, right?
You don't feel like you went nowhere. You know what I mean? Right. So, when I came here, and one of the things that people don't like to do about Mexico City, but Mexico City I prefer Mexico City than I prefer Playa. But Mexico City is a.
I know. I heard, but I don't know. I don't even like going. I got a place in Miami Beach, right? I've been to the beach 4 times.
Right.
I'm not even a beach person like that, but the beach atmosphere I like.
Yeah.
Mexico City ain't got no beach.
But Mexico City does not have a beach, but it has a lot more than. Again, if you're gonna go for, like I said, depending on, even if you go for 14 days, Mexico City is pretty dope. I mean, Mexico City is.
I wanted to wait to what's that called? La Dia de Muerte, Day of the Day, to go to Mexico City to really get the experience. So that's my only thing I'm holding off for. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
man. How many subscribers you at now?
I'm at let me check. Look at this, right? I'm at 737.
All right, so like I said, we got 59 people in the room. I hope you guys go out, subscribe to United Fitness channel. Also,
help me get. I try to get monetized. I already got the 4,000 hours. Today, which that's the hard part. That's the hard part.
Roy Walker here is at 992, I believe, subscribers. So he only need like 8 people from this room. So make sure you guys hit Roy Walker up. He's like eight away from 1,000.
Oh, he a YouTuber too? Does he have? Let me see. Let me.
I met him in Miami.
Okay.
He does a lot of YouTube. He does fitness.
Okay.
Oh shit, what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sitting here.
Right. Yeah, and like again, like I said, that's how I pay my bills because I have personal online clients that I work.
Wait, so you work online with the clients?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. You can work.
So what happened? So like I said, before I was doing the YouTube, I was also doing Facebook heavy. So I built up my client base, so that I was able to for me to make that full move, so I can come overseas.
Right.
Build up my client base while I try to figure this YouTube shit out. You know what I mean? Because I told myself, I'm like, yo, man, I'm gonna go to Mexico. I'm gonna figure this damn YouTube thing out. This can't be this hard. It can't be this hard.
The craziest thing is once you get into that sweet spot like me, I'm in that sweet spot where I'm getting $500 to $1,000 every month, right? Just think about that's half your bills right there.
Yeah. Yo, right now it's just like that's like it's not far fetched because like I not stand up, but it's like man.
You gotta think about this though. I don't get paid for a lot of my videos.
Right.
That's
another thing I ain't playing. I ain't doing no unmonetized videos. I've been getting man. That's why like the night videos get a lot of views, but there's a lot of fucking music in the background. You're like, God damn, man.
Yeah. You can change the music, but
you could, but it loses the vibe of the video. It loses the vibe. You know what I mean?
But it's different though.
Yeah.
Because see, with me, because I make short films. Like my videos are short films.
Right.
But when you walk in, it ain't gonna change the vibe that much because it's not like you sitting still in one place.
Right.
So you should be able to edit some things because
some of them I did, especially the ones that I started getting like 1,000 or 2,000. Hey, edit that, edit that one.
And the good thing is that even though it may seem like it got a lot of views, got 2,000 views without being monetized because you had to edit some stuff, bro. When you get to
that's another thing.
That should just shoot up. You're like, oh.
And that's another thing. I do content that people are actually searching for. I do,
right.
When you look at the breakdown, it says, how do you get most of your views? 60-70% of my views are because people are going directly into YouTube and typing in Playa del Carmen. That's how they're finding me. They're not finding me because I did a friggin' a co-op with somebody or I did a collab. They're not finding me that way. They're finding me because I'm purely doing content that I know people are searching for.
People don't understand like the benefits of actually being boots on the ground, bro. Like, yes, I travel to a lot of places and I take a lot of footage when I'm there. But once that footage runs out, if I'm not there, I can't keep posting. But
and it depends. That is true. But then you got to get creative. Like, for instance, Razor Rays. If you look how he titles his stuff, he's not in Cartagena, but that title says Cartagena on it.
Yeah, he does.
So you got to see how Razor Rays. So it's not about where you're at; it's how you title the program. How you title it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, like I said, I could be in. People are searching Colombia. Okay, people may want to see. Walking videos of Colombia, but they may want to see some. They may want to just basic information. You telling me the Black Man's Travels Guide. You know what I mean?
Right.
So as long as you listen, man. If you're growing a YouTube channel, if you have a new YouTube channel, take it from a person who's doing YouTube. If you're just starting, do videos on search. Don't do videos that you want. Do videos that people want to search.
Yeah. If you got less, no, I'm not even gonna say if you just starting. If you got less than if you're not monetized,
right? You're not monetized, yeah.
That should be the first thing you. I'm always the person that says I believe in putting out content that you believe in and stuff. Once you monetize,
right? Yeah,
it's different. You know what I mean? So that's I definitely say. But he said these stats are reliable because I can show you. Matter of fact, I'll show you. Hold up.
Yes, I'm freaking Ace Live. No. Check
right now. Hold
it's killing the game.
Let me show you guys how reliable these stats are. He told me exactly the amount that I had. Let me share a screen with you guys.
1,043, 700. Let me see. Let me refresh it.
Window. Oh, why is it the heck?
Yeah, 1,043, 718.
Click the lock to make the changes.
So, and you know, every week I try to pick somebody off, try to get more. If I don't get more views, I try to do like more percentages. You know, the percentage game in the back.
All right, let me add this real quick. See, I'm like one of them people who don't really care about. Like I said, YouTube is like my fourth. I say fourth.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if you use that, I wouldn't, because I watch your content. And you make good content. People are watching it. Once you understand the wording part, I will have no doubt you'll be 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. No doubt. No doubt. Easy.
All right, so listen, look exactly what he said. I'm gonna share the screen with you right now. Right now, hold up. Safari, share. Wait, what? Permission? Ah, man. Hold on a second. What? Google Chrome. Okay. So let me do this again because I don't know why. It's sometimes when Google Chrome updates or something like that, it be doing some bogus stuff. Let me see. Let me share the screen again. See if I can do this again. Because I want to show. I like showing people like when we're talking about stuff how exactly things are.
Yeah, with that tool, you can see any YouTuber what numbers they're doing and what videos are doing good for them. You can see how many videos they get per hour. You can see everything.
Mm-hmm.
I can see your stats for the past 7 days, 14 days, 28 days. That's how I know Check is killing the game.
I didn't know it was like that. Like I
ain't gonna lie. Ace killing the game. Check killing the game. Philly Don, he coming up.
Yeah, Philly Don coming up, man.
He coming up heavy. I'm watching him. Barber's World, he coming up too.
To record the contents of your.
And I'm looking at the views and how quick they get them, and you know, with the videos they put up. And I always, like I said, I watch you guys to see why videos work, so they can work for me as well.
I can't believe it's making it so. Let me see if I can open it. I can't believe it's making it so that I can. Let me see. YouTube. I can't. That's crazy.
How do you check that? You need to pay money. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you about 500 racks, $500. It's called. There's two of them. There's TubeBuddy and BidIQ.
That's crazy.
And you'll be surprised. People be like, oh, I had to go overseas. Bullshit. I'm going to Claremont, Orlando right now, and it's telling me I have a competitive advantage if I make a video there.
In Orlando?
Orlando.
Listen, I like to. United Fitness has convinced me to try it for at least a month.
Yeah.
At 500, I got
something. Again, it goes back to people. Again, people be like, oh, people only want to see travel videos. Okay, you don't think people want to go to Orlando, Florida? You don't think people want to go to Chicago? You don't think people Check in effect, he did a video in Philadelphia and got a bunch of views.
Yeah.
So you don't need to be overseas. You just want to be, you want to do that type of content. But people want to see content in Philadelphia, New York.
Terry, I think it's what's it was a Jose something.
Who?
It says from Medellin. MD is it MDU or
the passport code, airport code?
Airport code, yeah.
I don't see it.
If you Google it, Terry, you can find it easy.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Airport code. Where's the code at? MDE?
Either what?
MDE.
MDE, yeah, it's MDE,
yeah.
So yeah, that's the code you want to look for, Terry. I didn't see yours.
Am I a vet? Yes.
Travis Squad's a vet too. That's what he asked.
Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps many moons ago. What did that? Well, I don't got nothing that says that I'm maybe.
Maybe the color.
Yeah. I appreciate you, King Cairo. Yeah, man. But again, like going back to what you said, Flyboy. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna get monetized and you could get views right in your backyard, I want to see why you wouldn't do that. I just right now, put down the city and state where you work at. I'm going to do you a favor right now. Tell you if you should make content or not.
What, New Jersey?
No. Let me see. What you live in North, right?
Yeah, I live in Newark, New Jersey.
Let me
But
look.
I went to Miami to make content. So,
Well, Miami. I'm pretty sure I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure Miami is popular.
yeah, Miami is super. But Newark, I've been. I explained it already. I mean, did it.
Did I make? No. I didn't make any money on YouTube because I'm not monetized. But I have no idea. I have no doubt that I'm going to make money because I'm consistently getting the views. I know I'm consistently getting the views that I'm getting it. So I know once I get monetized, it's going to hit.
I mean, honestly, because you post every day now, right?
I post every day, twice a day.
I'm watching. He posts every day, and he gets about at least 1,200 views per video now after the second day.
Yeah.
So if you do that for 30 days, you're talking about 30,000 views.
Yeah. And another thing, I literally do it every day. I don't miss a day. I lie. I do miss a day, but if I do miss a day, it's because I get backed up editing and I drop 2 videos the next day. But I don't miss a day. How often you post, especially when it comes to search, is going to matter because the person who's searching today ain't searching tomorrow. Everybody is searching on a different day. So if you don't constantly keep putting that video, is going to carry you, but so far and eventually going to die out. Usually around the 4 to 5 day mark. You know what I mean? Right there when it dies out. You got to make another one.
Hey King, how do you contact who? How do you check what? When should you buy? Wait, when should you buy this? When you
at the very beginning. At the very beginning, you buy it. The very beginning. Listen, man, if you're serious about this YouTube shit, listen, man. At the very beginning, because right now, if I ask you how are you making videos, you're not going to be able to explain it to me. You're just telling me you're making videos you like. That's what you like. It all goes back to what are people searching for. Unfortunately, people now they're doing a lot of that gossip shit. That's always gonna pop off.
Like if you mean like current news,
yeah, that's gonna always pop. But then you got to do you have that type of personality because you're gonna create enemies off the back, and I don't want to get involved in it. I really don't. That's just a dirty world. So you got to know what videos to make. You're gonna make the same mistake I made for 2 years, and the same mistake you probably made. You're making videos you have no idea. You just throwing shit to the wind to see what sticks. With this one, you're making videos because you have some concrete evidence that I need to be making this video.
I mean, I'm like, this is crazy that it's not letting me do this right now because I definitely want to show this.
Bid IQ is the name of the app. It's not an app. You got to be on a desktop to use it. It's a Google Chrome extension because when you use YouTube, you got to have a laptop. So you need a Chrome extension. I paid $500. I paid for it one time. I think you could do it for every month, but I paid for it for the one time. It was $500, $540. Again, I got 4,000 hours in 3 months. I could have did it in 2. That within itself paid for the investment within itself. And I'm not even monetizing. I'm telling you that. I was freaking chasing my tail for damn near 2 years, not knowing what to do.
Here we go. All right, I'm just doing this thing now because I've never had this problem to
show me stats?
Yeah, to show my stats. I never had the problem to share my screen.
Yeah.
Unclick.
Can you share my screen?
Okay, try to share your screen. Well, because I can't. I still want me to show mine thing.
Oh yeah, I think I can share my screen.
Hold on, I know what I got to do. Google Chrome will be able to record the contents of your screen later. Will not be recorded. Okay, so I know what I got to do.
So let me show you my screen so I can show you the analytics in the back. So let me show you.
Wait, hold up. Stay on because I'm gonna have to go off and come back in. I have to quit this tab.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, I disagree. I'm not on YouTube for money or subscribers. Okay, Travel Squad, I appreciate that's on you. I'm on YouTube because I'm trying to make that paper. I'm not going to invest all my time and effort on this. I ain't trying to make no paper. But I respect that. If you just want to put, a lot of people use it as a blog and mechanism to just showcase what they're doing. I mean, that could be one avenue you could take it from.
This is definitely one thing I like about StreamYard, where you can leave out the live as the person who's running the live and come back and it still be on. It's crazy. Eventually I got to pay for this too, because this is actually really good. All right, let me try this now. All right, open YouTube, because a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't really understand how you even make money on YouTube.
Right, and goes back to it's hard to get monetized. It's hard if you don't know what you're doing. It's hard if you don't. Everything is hard if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, it's relatively easy. And I want to say it's easy. When I mean easy, it's something that could be done.
Okay.
Now, like I said, I had to get up every day, and that hot ass sun with my camera and walk that damn freaking track like a hoe. And,
here we go.
Yeah, walk the track like a hoe.
But here's the thing with, like I said, don't get me wrong. Like one of the main reasons why I really focus on making videos on my channel is because when I first started, I don't want to say this. I gotta say I despised because I didn't understand it. The walking videos and how they was getting when I first started. Right. Like when I was doing YouTube and I was traveling in 2009, there was no walking videos. But when I started getting monetized in 2018, I was like, oh, how are these walking channels doing this? And I was like, you know what? Rather than complain, let me be the change I want to be. But I understand, and I know we need the walking channels because I don't post every day.
Right.
And if you want to keep keep that algorithm going, you need somebody that's going to post every day, even if it's just walking. But all right, so for Munchie T, and for those who don't understand how things work, I'm gonna bring it up right here on my YouTube analytics right here, and so this is my YouTube analytics. Like I said, I don't mind showing people. This is how good IQ Vid was with stats. He can't see this. Only I can see this. But he knew exactly how many views I was getting.
Yeah,
IQ Vid.
Everything you see there, besides the money, I don't see the money, but I can see everything except for the money. Right. But I could estimate depending on what niche you're in and the CPMs. Right. I could guesstimate. You know what I mean? But
like this is what I want to show them guys. All right, so look. On average, it shows you everything you do. Like this is how much I made this month. This is how much I'm making next month. I made like $667 this month. This is how much I'm making next month. And if you look on here, it tells you your top videos. And this is what I mean by, even though I post a lot of videos, my Black Man's Guides have been the leading thing for the last couple years. So every now and then I get something like Playa del Carmen. But if you look here, I don't even get paid for Playa del Carmen.
But look how you got the views. Look how you got the views. It's going to be by search. I got to guarantee you, it's going to tell you that the most views you got to that video was search.
You're like, that's another thing to do. It tells you exactly the analytics of how the video is going to. So let's go to
go to the analytics for go to the analytics for Playa.
Let's go. What's that?
It's going to tell you. It's going to be Playa. Yeah. And look at the
analytics. And then
how do people find your video? Let me see.
It's reach, right? Yeah.
Reach. Go down. Oh, so that you got browser. Oh, because you have a subscriber browsers feature. See, mine's are all search. Mine's is 70% search.
Search? Wow, that's a high number for search. Because think about this: the most people have the browser feature as the highest one.
No, I have search because I'm hitting the term that people are searching. All of my videos are search. I don't do no videos. Predominantly, I get all my videos because people are searching.
But you know what that means, though? That means when the algorithm finally picks your thing up, it's gonna blow because of the fact that it's already got the search, and then because for me, most of the videos are gonna be browsed or suggested.
Suggested, right? I get most of your videos. I'm subscribed to you, but. Right. Most of you I know is going to, and again, so this is when the subscriber base starts to count too. This is when it starts to count. See, for me is like you have a subscriber base, they're gonna get a couple of notifications depending on how many people click on it. You know what I mean? That's going to trigger a certain event. You know what I mean? I don't have that certain amount of subscribers to get those notifications. So I'm not going to come up in the suggested. I'm not going to come up in those browser videos. Not yet, because I don't have the subscriber base. But once I get the subscriber base, those are going to pick up as well. But right now, I just do search.
All right, so let me answer this question exactly for Munchie T. How does a million views translate into income? The basic way is Google Ads.
Yeah,
But every time somebody watches a video, or before and in the middle and after, they play an ad. If somebody watches 30 seconds of that ad, you get paid for that person watching that ad. So basically, I don't have a million view video yet, but my highest view video is this one right here, The Black Man's Guide to Cartagena. And what it's showing you is that out of 743,000 views, I got paid $5,000 for this. Now, this
could be completely different for somebody else.
it's going to be different for everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. But for 743,000, I got 5,000. This is spread over a bunch of time. Now, remember what United just said about Czech getting 3 million views in 1 month.
He killing
so this is what I got spread over time for one video, and this is not even a million. Can you imagine what you get if you get 3 million views in 1 month? You could possibly talking about 15, 16, $17,000 in a month.
Yeah, Check been hitting millions for the past 4 or 5 weeks. He hasn't missed.
And we're not specifically. I'm not specifically talking about Czech, but I'm just saying in general. Give you guys an understanding of how YouTube can really change the state of your life.
Listen, I've seen some big time YouTubers analytics. I ain't gonna say some of them you guys may know, but I've seen some big time YouTubers analytics. And let me tell you, I'm gonna get this paper, boy. I'm getting all this paper, every single nickel of it. I want it. God damn it! Hit that subscribe button too. God damn it! Just get me monetized. I get close to this paper.
and like this one here. This is just a recent video. I think I posted this video, and I know people are like, "Oh, but you know, it took you a lot of time to do the videos. You spent money on this stuff." But here's the thing: once you post a video once, you don't got to do nothing else in it for the rest of your life. And at any time, it can end up blowing up to be a million view video, even over time when you get money. This video has only been posted for what, like a week, maybe? I think I posted last Friday. I posted this video Friday, right? So just from Friday to now, right? Oh, that's what happened. Just from Friday to now is $20, right? Not doesn't seem like a lot, right? But it compounds. It doesn't stop once you hit that. It keeps going every month. So,
yeah, man. Again, everything, like I said, I see in the back. Like I said, I can see everything except for the money part. But you hit it right in the head. It's like I said, I've seen some YouTube accounts, and I'm talking about some of them had 40,000 subscribers. I'm like, you pulling in this much money? I see, and some of them, like I said, one of the subscribers I saw, he had 52,000 subscribers. He's making 10 grand every week. 10 grand every week. And
that's what I'm telling people. It don't the subscriber count.
Yeah, and subscribers account.
It helps
count, but it really don't matter to certain. Let me tell you this. Like I said, this guy, 58,000 subscribers, 10,000 every week. 10,000 every week. He does lives. He does some, he does some pre-recorded, but predominantly he does live. I saw another YouTuber, and this is the reason why I said another YouTuber is because to the Qbit, I paid. I took a class. Everything that I'm telling you, I took a class because I needed to know these things. I didn't know it.
Right.
I didn't know it. They showed me the analytics and they showed me how these things work. I'm like, oh, okay. And, I was just trying to figure out, man, how do I make a video pop? And once he gave me that tool, I was like, oh.
Well, is it? Jensen Max says, is it a $500 a month or a one-time price?
No, it's a one-time purchase. I paid $500. Okay. It may be a monthly payment thing, but I just did the one time because I was ready to get.
He says, "Wait, I'm listening, but how is this getting paid when you're paying for the service? I'm confused. I'm monetized." Okay, so
listen. Even if you're monetized, let's go with this gentleman right here. Even if you're monetized, Explain to me, Travel Squad, what is telling you to make the videos? Are these ideas just popping out of your head, or there is some data that you're looking at that is telling you to make the video? That's what I'm asking. Now, if you're just going off your head, you're guessing. If you have some data that tells you, hey, there is a demand and there's a lot of people searching, there's a low demand. Now you have some visual information to tell you, hey, it may be a good idea for you to make videos on this content because there are people looking for it and there's not enough people making it. This is how I know how to make a video. Most people, like 2 years before, you're making videos out of your head and you're guessing. That's why you're failing. You're making videos and you have no idea if somebody wants to watch it. You have no idea. You're just throwing it out there on YouTube and hopefully YouTube does something for it. And then you be like, well, YouTube is fucked up. No, you're just not doing it right. Like I wasn't doing it right.
So basically, Travel, what this service does, it tells you what to put, how to put the title, what people are searching for, and that stuff can help you get more views, which can get you monetized,
right?
Get you more money, monetary money.
Right. Because right now, more likely than not, you're just guessing. And I'm not trying to throw no diss on anybody, but like I said, for the first 2 years, even when you first started off, I'm pretty sure because you started way before me. How do you know what to make videos? You were just, well, let me just make a video. You know what I mean? And that's the way to start. If that's the way you start, because most people don't start at all. So if that's the way you start, that's the way you start. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you, but I'm saying eventually you're going to need some data to help you make a decision. That's what I'm saying. Eventually, you're going to need to look at a bank statement so you can make a decision. You know?
Master Mark, St. Peter's doing their thing, man. What can I say? You know, Jersey. Question, Unlimited Fitness. What kind of camera do you be using?
iPhone.
Wait. So you can walk with that?
And a gimbal. I got a gimbal.
Okay.
I put the iPhone on the gimbal.
Okay.
Well, and that's another thing too. You got to invest in a good camera. Now, a good camera, iPhone's got great cameras. 4K, 60 57 per second. You need a good camera and you need a good mic. I use this and I use the Rode wireless mic. But I have other cameras too. I have about 3 iPads and other camera, and I got a drone. I did a drone video today. I haven't edited it yet, but I got a drone video coming out.
Yeah, my camera and my drone is in Miami, but here's how I work it. During the day, wherever I'm at, if I'm during the day and it's during activity, I use a drone, but I also use my Sony 4K handy cam. It's a professional handy cam, costs $1,000 on board. It's really good, top quality and stuff. However, at nighttime, I always use my phone. The reason why I use my phone is because my phone is 4K. It's Galaxy Note 9 is 4K. But more importantly, people respond better when you use your phone. Like, if you guys see my videos, you'll see me with like some of the hottest women. You'll see me interviewing people, and you wonder, well, who is he that people want to sit and talk to him? And who really wants to have this big camera in their face? They don't. They see this little camera, they get to see themselves on the screen and clear, and they're willing to talk. So honestly, at nighttime, best thing to use.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I be watching your videos, and I'm like, man, I don't like pulling up and talking to people like that because I quickly cut somebody out. If you'll get like, heifer, don't play with me. I mean, like, I don't want you. And I know if I start doing that type of content, man, I know that's going. But it goes back to I don't feel comfortable doing it. I just because I'm like I don't feel like I just don't feel comfortable doing it. You know what I mean?
It's a process. And like I said, I've been doing it since 2009.
So yeah, it's a gimbal.
Wow.
It's a gimbal to the side and bam.
So that's how you. And it doesn't shake. It doesn't shake or anything.
It's gimbal. Y'all can do everything, man. That's it.
That's crazy.
Or you have the same thing. You do it for the GoPro. I have the same thing with the gimbal for the GoPro. So that's all. This is what
I think the only person that I've ever seen explain what they use to do the walking videos is Barbara TV.
Yeah. Yes.
I've never seen somebody explain what they use to do because I always wonder, like, if I'm walking with a camera, there's no shake and nothing like that. No. And I'm thinking, I know they're not walking. Some people I see walking with the Osmo,
Yeah.
I don't like the mechanical turns on the Osmo.
Right. Yeah, this one, this is with everything by the turn of your wrist. You just got to turn your wrist and it turns.
That's crazy.
So,
That's crazy.
And again, you don't need no big people be like Sony, man. iPhone. That's it. And trust me, I have a big old $800 camera. At the end of the day, what I'm going to work with a big old camera or this little phone, like you said, is very low profile. Sometimes I even do the gimbal. The gimbal is even the GoPro is even more smaller.
Right.
But at night, I wish the iPhone shows better at night. So that's why when I do the night videos, I do the iPhone because of the 4K and the 60.
Yeah.
Then when I want to, because when you will slow it down to get that screenshot, so you could do your
the thumbnail.
The thumbnail is better when you do it at as high, 60 frames per second, so you can catch something real clear.
I try to tell people, we're going to go to the end of the question, then we're going to end it because we're over 2 hours. But I try to tell people that all the time. It's better to take a video or something and then screenshot it versus trying to take a picture.
Right.
You never get that clarity of what you're trying to get as much as you would in the video.
As long as you got a high frame rate and 60 frames per second, you'll be able to slow it down really slow so you can get a really good one of those thumbnails where you got that. And that's another thing too. I'm learning with the thumbnails. You can't put too much butt. Then I don't know how to measure the butt, man. I'm like, this butt worked, but this butt didn't work.
Once you get monetized, you'll understand the pain in this yellow check mark. The pain that comes with this yellow check mark, because YouTube does not tell you where this yellow check mark is. They won't tell you none. You can have an amazing video, you can't spot the yellow check mark.
Yeah.
So
I was like, I'll be using the same time I'll be switching the thumbnail, and I'm like, this butt worked last week. Why didn't it work this week? I was like, okay. So
don't get to the point where they start taking off. Teammate, it's called vidIQ.
vidIQ.
VIDIQ. Yo, don't get. I'm telling you, man, listen. Don't get to the point where they start removing thumbnails, bro. I got to the point where I was getting thumbnails removed that wasn't even nudity, and I had to like screenshot it and send it to YouTube. Like, hey, YouTube, why you do this? And they're like, oh, my fault. It's our fault. You just commonly do it. So I'm like,
anyway, I like I said, I don't get to send the messages yet. When I get monetized, this will be like, all right, you worth the trouble now.
The Travel Squad, I understand me. She's the Travel Squad. I've always done it like that, but my life is entertaining and wild enough for people for it just to fall in some algorithm. However, I am a firm believer in getting to that first 1,000, 400, whatever you got to do, as long as you're not doing stuff that's hurting other people, or get to that first 1,000, and then you can tell your story. But I mean, it's nothing wrong with it. For me.
Hey, like I said, I've seen the promised land. I've seen it. I've seen the glory. I've seen it, and I'm coming. I'm coming, man. Listen, man.
Hey, listen.
I am a true American. I'm a patriot. I'm gonna get rich off this.
That first check, boy. My hard is hard is relative, man. It's all relative. It's you can say once you do it like once you find what works for you, it's not hard. It's not difficult.
It was hard because I did not know what I was doing. It was hard. It is hard for you to make a video just because you like the video, and then you put it out there, and then you find out that people don't want to see the video. Oh, you don't have a competitive advantage in this video. This is what 99.9 what most new YouTubers run into. You start making videos and you have no idea what to tell you what to make the video, and that is the biggest hurdle. Once you understand that, that's it. That's it.
There's no wrong way to do it, man. I try to tell people there's no wrong way to do it. There is a more efficient way to do it, but there's no wrong way to do it. Like I said.
Let me ask you a question. You got monetized. You say 2008 you started?
I started 2009.
2009.
I didn't get monetized in 2018.
Oh, wait, didn't you get a channel takedown?
Yeah, I did. I got a strike. I got one. In my whole time, I got 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
I got 1 strike a long time ago because I was using some program that was getting like views and stuff, like when I was first started. And then I got a channel strike for using the what's that called? They did the verses, and I did a live stream of the verses. So they stopped me from going live.
Goofy bit. That's all that goofy stuff. But what I'm gonna say, but you did. It took you. You got your monetized in 2018.
9 years later.
Not yet. Knowing what you know now. I mean, first of all, most people wouldn't have lasted how long you lasted without.
Yeah, it's different.
They would have gave up.
Yeah,
gave up. So
it's a little different for me because for me, I wouldn't change knowing what I know now. However, going forward, making my new page, right. I would do it that way.
Right. Yeah, like you said, going back to the fitness thing, like the fitness never left. That never left. Right. That's how. And because, like I said, the page ain't changed to walking by a car make. It's still United Fitness because I got a whole plan for it. But again, it goes back to, like you said, get it monetized. And again, going back to, I'm not going. Again, you make YouTube videos. This is time consuming. Sitting down, you editing videos, finding overlays, going out there to get the content, coming back. In some cases, it's even expensive because you got to go to the location and then come back, and then you're hoping to make your money back on that video. So it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. It's time consuming. With all that being said, once you start doing this and you really start putting videos, 2 to 3 videos, so let's say 3 videos a week or 4 videos a week, and you start seeing how consuming it is, because unless you got an editor, because I do all my editing, I got to do all my editing, I got to do everything. I mean, I had to learn everything. I had to learn how to use everything.
I got trust issues, man.
Right? Yeah. Well, that too. Yeah, I mean, that's because I'm like, hey, because I'm like, I'll be watching the editing, and then some of the mistakes I'll be making, I'm like, whoa. Just imagine to give it to somebody else, you know what I mean, and to do something silly. Mm-hmm. But I edit my videos and stuff like that. All of this time that I put into it, you best believe I'm trying to get paid. This is time consuming.
Yep, it costs money.
Yeah, I'm gonna get paid. Ain't no shame in that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get paid as much as I could possibly get paid.
So Watermeyer, over 1 million subscribers, is making bank. What, bro? Have you not seen Watermeyer?
Oh, Watermeyer. He's been in the game for years.
He just created $1 million content house that he was giving away free time with create.
Yeah, Watermeyer. And look at Watermeyer. Watermeyer started off and those China videos was hitting too. Mm. But when he went to Africa, that's when he really.
I didn't pick him up. Like, I didn't even follow until, like, me personally. I follow people who I have interest in. I didn't start following him until he was in China. I didn't know about China before. I didn't follow him.
He started off in China. He speaks fluent Chinese.
I just knew he was. When I seen him, he speaks
fluent Mandarin. He's speaking.
That's crazy. I've never seen any of his Chinese.
That's when I first. But when he went to Africa, that's when it made the big jump, because the algorithm was hitting Africa too. Because a lot of you back to African Negroes, started looking at the videos.
That's crazy, man.
I would go back to Africa, so he really took off when he went over there. It's view, not subs. You're right. It is. That's why I told you. That's why I told you at the beginning. I don't subscribe to people anymore, because as long as you watch their videos, it pops up in your algorithm every time, and it all goes back to views. So this is why But subscribers do play a role, because when the video goes out, your subscribers are going to get the notification. If they watch it, that's when it really pops off.
And that is one thing for having a lot of subscribers. Because let's say you have 100,000 subscribers, right? And I have 30,000 subscribers.
You have a hell of a base.
Now, YouTube is going to push it out to 10,000 of my subscribers and see how it does. If it does good, they'll push it out to more of my subscribers. And if it does good again, they'll push it out to more people who are not subscribed to me. Right. However, if you have 100,000 subscribers, YouTube's going to push it out to 50,000 of your subscribers. So you're going to have more people who get the first initial push. Right. So regardless if I get 2,000 out of my 10,000 and you only get 5,000 out of your 100,000 or 50,000 they pushed out, you're going to have a higher number. That's why subscribers does matter in some.
Yeah, it does, because that's your base. And if the video does well with your subscribers, like I said, you're not going to get, like I said, if you got 30,000 subscribers, you're not going to get 1 million views from them. You're just not. You got to get it from more people. And if the subscribers get the video popping, then the video takes off.
T-Man, and I'm not sure what you mean by where you purchase. if you're talking to me about my place where I purchased, my place in Miami is on South Beach. I also got two houses in Jersey. But when I purchased my first international property, it was originally supposed to be in Colombia, but it's going to be in Playa del Carmen. At the same token, I might not. I might just rent because shoot, getting all the information I'm getting, I can just rent and just leave the money in the stock market and basically just collect the interest.
Listen, man. I ain't bought a house in the States. I ain't trying to get tied up with no mortgage and none of that, man. I'll give you, here go, hold this $500 and that's it, man. I'm not trying to spend no money, get caught up.
I think I got the condo I got a mortgage for, but the other ones I get my tenants paid. I just live here.
I'm not trying to like overseas, like I'm like
overseas, yeah. I want one and I plan on getting one, but if I don't, I'm definitely gonna rent something. It's also about the kind of channel you make. Fresh is a travel channel. The highest paid channel is kids channel. But the thing is that with kids channels, you really gotta worry about certain things. You can't monetize a channel if it's a kids channel. However, you can monetize a channel if the content is watched by kids, but other people as well. Let me give you an example. My son watches grown men play video games all day long, and I don't understand it.
Me either, man. I know somebody who does that too, man. I'm like,
somebody else play video games instead of playing video. You got all these systems. You watching somebody else play video games. Now that is not directed at kids, but kids watch it. So those channels. But if you make videos like even with Ryan's toy review. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but Ryan's a kid that played with toys and got advertised off of YouTube. Stopped that about 3 years ago. Right. You can't make money off of kids anymore.
Yeah, but those kids' video, my homeboy house I'm going tomorrow. He got a daughter. He be watching them Deanna videos, man. They're 50 million views. I'm like, what? Because kids watch the same thing over and over, and they watch the whole thing. If you see their retention is 100% on every video. The retention is 100% on every video.
And I watched that back. It went back to back.
3 times repeat offenders coming to watch the same video.
Oh wait, one for I see Amazon. Yes, I got Amazon. I don't own Walmart. I don't own Target. I don't own Best Buy stock. I only Amazon. Amazon and Google. I have a gimbal. Oh, so he got the same thing. Some similar thing.
Yeah, nothing about the gimbal was what, like I think it was like $80, $80-$90 from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
But I got 3 gimbals because I ride my bike too. So sometimes I do videos on my bike. Nobody watches those.
Wait, there's a video. Is a gimbal for your bike?
Yeah, you could just. I have a let me show you. I got my bike over there.
Mm-hmm. And the gimbal goes on the bike.
Yeah, you just attach it to the handle.
I don't think those. Well, I guess those videos because it's too fast, so it wouldn't be like
people just not interested in it. People don't want to see. They don't want to see. People want to see. It's like from what I understand. For me and Playa, and that's another thing because I'm building my audience. I'm starting to understand who the audience are. Audience. People who are searching on my videos are people who are coming on vacation on Playa. These are people who are searching. People who are coming here. If you look at the comment section, I'm coming here this day. Oh, I was there last week. So the people who are watching the Playa videos are people who are coming here or people who are coming to live, but predominantly people who are coming to live here, coming to vacation. So that's who are watching my videos. I know that for a fact. So everything so what do they want to watch? It's like the walking videos is for you to mentally get yourself there before you get there. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Or for a lot of guys, I've noticed, they make comments about the girls. It's like them like, ooh, there's nice girls in Mexico. There's nice girls everywhere, but they don't feel comfortable unless they see it.
Unless
they see it. You know what I mean? And it took because I need to understand these things for me to start making the video. So I know because I started watching. Okay, if I go on a slow day, if I go on a day with Playa del Carmen, the Fifth Avenue really crowded, I noticed the retention goes down. But if there's a lot of foot traffic, I'm starting to see that people. I was like, okay, so as you start noticing things. You know what I mean? So
you know how to adjust to.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon, it takes a long time to learn how to edit, man. Like I said, I've been doing this since 2009. I've used so many different softwares. I'm now set, and it took me to learn so many softwares. I'm now set on Final Cut Pro X.
Oh, me too.
It would be very difficult to really like go through everything for people to understand it, how to edit it, for me at least.
Yeah, you listen, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you ain't committed to it, you ain't gonna learn it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because like I said, the only way I learned it is like, man, because I'm like, damn, I gotta learn. Oh, I didn't know shit.
I don't know. I don't know if you King Cairo, maybe because you might have not have seen my videos or his videos or Well, I'm a little big, but he's way like they not really, neither one of us. Plus we're black. I mean, it's gonna sound.
Yeah, listen. I mean, if you've been to Playa del Carmen, Fifth Avenue, that's the main avenue. That's all the cops there. That's everything. I mean, the stuff happened. Yeah, but I mean, people snatching your phone. I mean, what? I don't get that.
Here's the thing, King Cairo. People that snatch your phone, they snatch the people's phone who they don't think can chase them down.
Yeah.
Now, if they got a gun, you got a weapon, it is what it is. But you're not gonna see somebody snatching somebody's phone that's super in shape.
Yeah.
And definitely not on Fifth Avenue, because even if you're not in shape and you're running after somebody, there's a cop. You're gonna run into a cop at least 2-3 blocks.
Yeah, and it's not like Colombia that you have your little motor conchos. You can't ride your bike over there. You got to be on foot. You got to be on foot. You can't even be on a bicycle. You got to be on your 2 feet. And if you're on your 2 feet, yeah, I'm gonna catch you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely are. I have a DJI gimbal as well, so we're looking at some who use YouTube Analytics. So we are looking at someone who used the YouTube Analytics, vidIQ software. Yeah,
again. For all, if you out there doing if you're doing YouTube videos, again, you need something to tell you what videos to make. You need something to tell you. You need something. I mean, you could go on Google Trends, but that's just it's just too much research on top of research. This thing just brings all the information into one central location, and it's not like it's unfamiliar because it's a Chrome extension to Google. So if you had the Chrome extension, it will look different on your page. Like whenever I search something on Google, when I have the Google Chrome extension, anything I Google, it tells me how good it's doing. You know, like sometimes I'll be just searching random stuff like how to make a for instance, I was doing something with my gimbal, and I started searching, man, how do you reset this? And then when I saw it, I said that a lot of people are looking for this, but not enough people are making the video. So that's why you go to certain people pages and they tell you, like, I don't usually make videos like this, but let me make this video. It's because they're doing the search algorithm. They're like, I don't usually do videos like this, but they know people are searching for the term.
And that's why they're making the videos. Chuck, where's Chuck? Here's the thing about beach content. If you're not monetized, it's okay to do it because you're going to get monetized fast. The issue with beach content is that when they go to check to approve you for monetization, sometimes they get a little picky, like, oh, all you got is pictures of women in thongs and stuff, and then they don't count the views, or they say nah. But even if they do, once you get monetized, those videos don't get monetized. They don't count. They're gonna get yellow check mark. So it's a way to do it, getting beach content, like walking the beach. However, if you're not interacting with the woman, it can get tough.
Yeah, and like I said, even with I'm learned that from the thumbnail. I'm like, even just for the thumbnail, I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, they're not naked, but it's just however the algorithm picks it up, that it is what it is. Because I've done it 2 ways. I've used the same picture one day, another day, and it'll come back to different. So, and if you get it monetized, again, you don't want to run into the chance that your videos are not going to get monetized, because what's the point of making the video if you can't make money off of it? So,
all right, so Munchie, I don't know what program it was, but this is like, I'm talking about, it might have been like 2011, 2010. But the thing is, what YouTube has changed the whole system. So now you can't beat the system, because they monitor how long somebody watches the video.
Yeah, the bounce rate, all that stuff is gonna count. Yeah,
all that stuff. Yeah. Before in 2011, YouTube had just started in 2005. So by 2010, 2011, they had not had any of these systems of analytical tracking like this. So all it was counting is somebody clicked on the video. That's the only thing they counting for views. So, you know, they ended up deleting my videos, putting my channel on suspension. This is back before strikes. They completely put the channel on suspension. So it was just sitting in awe for like a month. And then I finally got it back, and I was like, all right, cool. But I wouldn't risk it, man.
Yeah, and I would tell you this is how my mentors sum it up, and this is the best way that I can sum it up. You want to succeed in YouTube, you want to get views, make content that people want to watch, and you have a competitive advantage. Mm-hmm. That's it. If you could sum it up, and that's make content that people want to watch, and there's a competitive advantage. Now, here's the thing: people may want to watch workout videos, but do you have a competitive advantage? You probably don't. People may want to watch right now, I'm pretty sure if I do depends. If they want to watch friggin' car videos, but you know, Jay Leno, you got to compete with Jay Leno at CBS. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? People may want to watch it, but they're not going to watch yours when there's Jay Leno and other people that they already have settled that niche. So again, find content that people don't want to watch. How do you find that people want to watch? You have to do research. There's no way around that. You have to do research. There's something that you have to look at, type in the computer to get information. You have to get into, you have to make decisions based on something. You know what I mean?
And Muhammad Ali, I don't know about the chest monitor thing, but I remember David Bond, shout out to David Bond. He was one of the first people I seen with the GoPro he used to wear on his hat. And when he went on his head. Oh. And for me,
I got the chest mount.
You got a chest mount.
I got the chest mount. I got my head mount. I got all the mounts. I got every single mount that I can think.
Which one works best for you?
Okay.
Which one works best for you?
Well, to tell you the honest truth, the one working with my hand is better, because if I put it on my chest, I can't see the screen. I can't preview the screen. So when I have it, it's usually eye level where I can see what I'm filming. You get what I'm saying?
With the gimbal.
With the gimbal, it's more eye level. On my chest, I only put it when I'm riding my bike. So when I'm riding my bike, I got that the thing. And then my head, if I'm doing like a tutorial, when I used to do tutorial videos, or even when I go to those zip lining videos and do those tours, you know, you put it on your head so you get it, so it's better that way.
Yeah, for those ones. MD2 was ruined thanks to America. Oh, I heard American Airlines canceling a lot of people's flights. I wasn't able to get footage worth viewing. Terry says, just subscribe to United Fitness. Dope.
Appreciate you.
Game Flyboy, want to link with you on Instagram. Okay. The pandemic was great for content creators. That's a fact. And there was captive audience. It was a lot of people there. Different countries, different subscribers, different pay. That's a lot of things. That's another thing people don't really point out, Travel Squad.
But you know, to add to that, because I think he was referring to when we were talking about that, he wrote that I believe about Watermeyer. Watermeyer has a huge people from the United States who watch his content. Yeah. Huge following from the United States. So he's getting them CPM from the United States.
Definitely right. Cause I watch him now, but
yeah, he has a huge following in freaking United States. Huge.
Yeah, I think my daughter's mother probably sees from down too, but the U.S. is U.S. does pay the most.
Yeah, them CPMs in Zimbabwe, they ain't good CPMs in Zimbabwe. You got to get them U.S. Canadian CPMs.
Let's see. Correlation between there has to be a correlation between subscriber and numbers of views, and not necessarily.
Because sometimes you go on people lives and they have 100,000 subscribers and 10 people live with them. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it depends on how active the subscribers are. It goes like I said, like you said, the first 10,000 people that get sent out, depending how they respond to it. It all depends on how you subscribe. If they don't respond to it, then it's gonna go as far as it goes. But if they do a good response, then it brings it to the next level, because you're not going to get 1 million views just from your subscribers at 20,000 subscribers. You're going to need it from somewhere else.
And also, like I said, I don't ever down any creator, so I don't want to point anybody out. But you can go and look at, you can find, see, this stuff you don't even need, like, even though VidIQ is good, you can look at stuff on YouTube analytics alone for other people. Just go to somebody's video, somebody's page that has 100,000 subscribers. Click on their videos and then click on popular. If they don't have a bunch of million view videos, then you can say, well, something's wrong because.
And you know, too, before I should have told you. I should have told you this first.
Mhm.
vidIQ, they have a YouTube page. Subscribe to the channel. They give content all day long on how to use this. Of course, they have a channel on YouTube. vidIQ has a channel. I should have started off with that first.
Yeah, like I said, that's how I think and I
You've seen them before. If you're a content creator, you're gonna see them because they're targeting you. They're searching for people like you to buy their products. So you definitely saw them.
Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe now, but I definitely I subscribe. I'm gonna look into that. I'm definitely gonna do it for 1 month at least, because if anything, I do it for a month.
I think, like I said, I don't know if it's monthly. I bought mine for the year. I don't know if it's monthly. I don't know.
Zoom to Thailand editors, yeah, it definitely, man. I
Yeah.
like shout out to Zoom to Thailand, man. I like his editing. You know what I'm saying? Because
Go ahead.
no, because he actually does stuff that's like splicing and all, and voiceovers and stuff like that, and animations, and that's like a movie is.
Yeah.
For me, I personally edit a different way, and the reason why I edit a different way is because the way Zoom edits, it's going to take like 8, 9, 12, 13 hours to edit, and you're not going to be able to put in as many videos out in a row. And as you guys see, I put videos out a lot, and so it's a way that I tell my edit. I tell a story, but yeah, I definitely got to give him the props for the editing.
And Zoom to Thailand, he used to be something. He used to be in business, some kind of like a voiceover guy or something. I saw an interview with MTR. He did it, and his editing skills are amazing. And he used to be an editor. If you go to his LinkedIn, he used to be an editor.
Mm.
His editing skills are amazing. But what got him views is not his editing skills. It's Thailand. That if you put Thailand in VidIQ, there's over 1.8 million searches, and not enough people are making that content. If I can get to Thailand tomorrow, I'll go. If I can get to Thailand tomorrow, I'll go.
But it's not just Thailand though; it's the Philippines also. Because here's the thing: I also I never promote the Black Man's Guide on Google Ads because I get paid for those.
Right.
But there are videos I don't get paid for that I promote because the videos that come after it, it's like my video to Medellin. I made a video to Medellin, it was real dope, and I promoted the video. I don't get paid for the video, but I promoted. I spent like $700 to promote this video. The next 8 videos I didn't promote and got paid for all of them, so it made up for the $700.
Right.
But here's the thing: I was talking to a lady on Google, and she's from the Philippines. She kept telling me, "You need to start coming to the Philippines. We really think your content to do on the Philippines or Thailand. It's big, man. I can imagine."
Listen, I'm telling you what the data says. Thailand right now, there's 1.8 million people a month searching the term Thailand.
Crazy.
And there is not enough. There's so much people searching, and right now, what the imbalance is, people can't get in there because of the COVID. So now there's a. If I could get to Thailand, right? Because right now you could get there, but even the way they got it is still too much. It's still.
This is the last update I heard about Thailand. You have to. I don't think you have to be vaxxed. But if you're not if you're vaxxed, you have to take a test. Then when you get there, you take another test. If it comes back negative, you sit for a day if you're vaxxed, and then if you take another test, and if it comes back negative, you can go. If you're not vaxxed, you come there, you take a test. If it becomes negative, you sit for a week. Yeah. During the course of that week, you take 2 more tests.
Yeah.
After that test,
I ain't doing all that.
I mean, you may be able to jump 20,000 subscribers, though.
Hey, listen, man. In Mexico, you don't need no COVID test. You don't even need. You don't need nothing. But they just opened it recently. But Thailand, like I said, Thailand. Just the term Thailand, people are looking. That term is hot, like fish grease. And again, if you go out there, if you're gonna go out there and you're gonna make 1 video or 2 videos of Thailand, it's not really gonna work for you unless you got 100,000 subscribers. You ain't gonna. You just if like me, I'm going there for like 6-7 months just to do. To just hit every day.
This is what comes when you are able to work abroad, man. You could. It's so much like literally you can literally go to Thailand and the Philippines. Like it's a girl I watch sometimes. I watch a lot of her videos too. I think she actually stopped on YouTube now. It's crazy. but called Energy. Her name is Energy, and she was in Mexico for a minute also. And now she's in Thailand. She's stopping videos, but as soon as she got to Thailand, her other videos picked up.
Yeah.
So it was like, crazy.
Again, I'm gonna be, like I said, with land on there every day. And again, people, like I said, people always want to go overseas, man. That's why you should get on this YouTube and get this paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? Right now, like I said, you could be in Brooklyn, New York, making walking videos in Brooklyn, New York, if you live in Brooklyn. And this is what I come to find out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because most people is not. Most people are just lazy. Just to be honest, I have literally sat down and I've given people, do this, do that, do this. It worked for me. They would, and I come to find out that it's not like people are just lazy. People just prefer to look videos of Plier instead of going to Plier. This is why I'm getting views, because people, instead of just going to Plier, they'd rather just sit on the computer and look at it. I'm like, why don't you just go there? No, you rather just look at it. So that's what I come to find out. People just don't want to do it.
We gonna end this soon, Travel, but next time, definitely, man, we definitely do some kind of thing next time. We can get into the end of the comments. We got like 5 more comments left. You're a funny guy. You had to pick my country of birth.
Nah, I'm pretty sure them CPMs ain't. Those CPMs is by fucking 3 cents. Nah.
Like, to me, Charlie, like I said, I think you can get to a point where if you spend too much time on editing, it limits the amount of content that you can put out. And if you limit the amount of content that you can put out, it's going to be harder to hit the algorithm as hard as you probably could if you put out content. Like, I feel as though, like me personally, I used to only put out 1 video a day when I started. One video a week. No, 2 videos a month. Then I went to, 4 videos a month. I do 1 every week. Now I'm putting a video out every other day, like whether it's a live or this, because if you only put 1 video out a week, it's going to be hard to pick up the algorithm.
Yeah. And you know, again, it's just people know this subconsciously. It's just like, in order for you to get rhythm, you need repetition. You need to be doing it. You can't get a rhythm without doing it over and over and over again. That's where rhythm comes from you doing something over and over and over, and eventually you get to rhythm. Again, right now, I started watching YouTubes from Trinidad. Like I said, right now, this guy right now, I know, good friend of mine. I don't want to say good friend of mine, but somebody I know. He's right there in Orlando. I said, dude, you saw me doing the same thing in Playa. I'm telling you, you could do the same thing in Orlando. Man, you sure, man? I'm like, you know what, man? Lose my phone number.
and then you go to Orlando, you do the exact same thing.
Right.
How do you do it in Orlando?
Yeah, man. Hey, no, I'm going to Orlando tomorrow, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You're going to see me put the video up there. I'm going to do it.
Sim says, how long the duration should my vlogs be? Does it matter? I'll let you answer that one first.
Anything 8 minutes is the key. Anything, so it depends when you get monetized, because that's how they get the ad revenues. At least 8 minutes, so they can put at least 2 ads in it. So 8 minutes is the sweet spot.
I make my videos at least 8 minutes, but my vlog, like my Black Man's Guide, is going to be less than 30 minutes, but it's going to be closer to the 30-minute mark because it's a guide. But my vlogs are going to be between 8 and 17 minutes long. If I can't fit everything I did in that day within 17 minutes, then I try to create 2 different videos, because what I don't want to do is a vlog that's over. Basically, I don't want to do over 15 minutes, but if it reaches out to 17 minutes, it's okay, because here's the thing. YouTube promotes your video more based on the amount of time people watch, the percentage of time people watch that video for. So if most people only watch...
I'm averaging 30% right now.
See, the 30% is a decent amount. It's a good amount.
I'm averaging 30%.
If they only watch the video for 10%, like your video's an hour long, but they only watching 10 minutes of it, even though 10 minutes is a long time, YouTube doesn't see that. YouTube somehow only sees they only watched it 10 minutes out of 60 minutes. They don't want to promote that video. So I would say between 8 and 15.
Right. And yeah, and that's another thing. Like me personally, I look at views. I really look at views, but I can't stop looking at retention. Retention to me is like, that's the big one to me. It's like, because it's all about how long can I keep their attention. That's just like for me, like I want to have my retention like at 40 to 50%. And I know that's a big number, but to me, the retention is more important to me than the views. But if you keep them longer, the views are going to be higher. You know what I mean? Like, so
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so.
And another thing, I don't know if I haven't seen, have I seen you? I don't think I've seen you maybe once. Do you do lives?
I did live maybe like twice. And
I see you do live once.
I did it live on the beach one time. And again, and I really didn't want to do live. And the last time I did live, I had like 15, 20 people live. But right now, it's like I was just so focused on getting to those 4,000 hours that I was like, put this to the back burner. And that's why I haven't been consistent with it. And like I said, and once I could come up with something that I could come up with like at least something I could do twice a week, because it goes back to I got to be consistent doing it. And I just haven't come up with something that I could just come to mind to do.
See, the reason why I asked is like even with a live like this, right, where we only have like 50 people here, right? The thing is that
the retention
is long, but most importantly, like for some reason, whenever you end the live, what happens is that the views just shoot up out the blue. They shoot up all up. Yeah. Because I don't understand it, because it'd be like 52 people only was in the room, but then the next day it'd be like 1,000 people watch. Like it's giving me more people because they stayed longer.
I haven't seen that part of the game, but I don't doubt it whatsoever, because again, going back to being live, usually your retention is going to be freaking. Your retention is going to be crazy. They're not going to be no 30%. Usually on the live, you're going to keep them for longer. So maybe
I don't know. The
live, I haven't done live, so you have done more lives than me. What is your retention?
See, the way the live is that because the live, like this live is 2 hours and 36 minutes already. So the retention is it might not be as long, because you got to figure most people might drop off and more new people come in.
Got you.
And so that's kind of lives. But the live, that's why you see everybody doing live videos, because live videos are easier to do than edit videos. You can pretty much do a live video on any topic, and on top of that, like I said, you can monetize it. So most people do live, but the walking videos work just as good. Let me see. I don't know if you remember me. I remember, but I'm from San Domingo, and yeah, you got a cleaning company, right? And every one of your videos is absolutely right. Just got finessed, and it was
how you got finesse?
Finesse doing what? See, I'm trying to get to the end, but finesse. Oh, I'm going to put his YouTube channel in the description beneath this, but let him know right now. Again.
Oh, United Fitness, just the name, United Fitness. I thought my name was not up there. United Fitness, that's it.
Let's see. I put it. There you go. There you go. All right. I got you right. Good job, gentlemen. Fresh. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it, man. You helped me a lot. I subbed to United. Cool. I don't know why he didn't sub me back. We live on the video, man.
I have it. Yeah. Give me a gun. Hold on. Let me do that right now, cuz. Let me do that.
Let me see. Wish I could bag this up. It was dope. I appreciate it, man. All right, yo, we made it to the end. Hopefully you guys by now have subscribed to United Fitness. If not, I'm going to put his link in the description after this is over. And do you have any last comments or anything about travel, Playa, Colombia, wherever you've been, or anything?
Hey, man, a lot of you brothers, you watching, like I said, you watch myself, you watch Flyboy, you watch all of these content creators, that are going everywhere, man. You could do that yourself, man. I'm telling like YouTube is, once you understand what you're doing, is not seem like an unconquerable mountain. You could get the views once you understand. You don't need to have all this freaking 100,000 subscribers and get all these views to make some decent type of money online that could make you live the life you want to live. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, man, start a YouTube channel. The only thing that I would suggest to you is make videos that people want to watch and you have a competitive advantage. That's it.
Listen, y'all got so many gems in this video. If you didn't see the whole thing, go back and watch it. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed to United Fitness, man. At the end of the day, we started it off with your relationship with money. because you can either be a master or a servant. And doing things like starting a YouTube channel helps you become more of a master of your money than a servant, because now you are controlling the life you want with the money you have versus chasing after the money you want with the life and time that you have. So just make sure you guys subscribe to United Fitness, tune in, and I appreciate everybody for coming. It's your boy F Pulse. It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.